So the intro's not playing. That's strange.
Uh, I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Yo, welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast, everybody. Y'all new man, Uncle Frieza. I'm joined by your hosts, City for Real and Hoodie Cab. What's good, y'all?
Very well, very well. What is going on, everyone? City.
What's good, bro?
My Knicks brethren. I'd like to take this time. That I was going through it, didn't you? So no, I'd like to take the time to sit here and rap with you for a little bit, right? Because as the host of the show, we don't really get any host-to-host time, you know? So I wanted to take a little bit of time to, to rap with you a little bit. And say my piece. I've been doing this joint since December, and I feel like an OG to Blowing Tears. I've helped. I take great, tremendous pride in helping Blowing Tears to get to where it is today, and hopefully we continue to grow and grow to higher levels. But I take great pride in being sort of like a pioneer in helping us get here to being just a random panelist to being considered the host of the show, right? And so it means a lot to me because I love the Knicks at the end of the day. I love the Knicks, and we all share that common thing at the end of the day, or in our case, end of the night. So, Foxy, who was the moderator for many, many moons, helped me become Hoodie Cav. And I'm sure you've heard either me or Freezy or people talk about how I've become who I am today. And I owe them a great deal of that gratitude. And it was really hard seeing Foxy leave.
Bro, it's Uncle Freezy. It's Uncle Freezy. I spent too many nights in the street, man, to be considered nephew. Come on, bro.
Wow. I don't remember saying nephew Freezy. Uncle Freezy, I'm sorry. I think he just wanted to come in because he knows, like, yeah. So I wanted to, we left Foxy. Foxy walked off into his Tony Stark farewell on the lake, and it was sad.
Yeah, he rode off into the sunset.
It was real sad. There was also tears.
He left to do something else.
I was there. I was there.
Yeah,
I was there.
yeah.
Actually.
Tony
He
Stark,
did,
like Tony Stark died a hero's death. Yeah, we all know that you know that Tony Stark died a hero's death. We know this, Uncle Freezy. On the low, Uncle Freezy really respects and admires Tony Stark. So, I was like, okay, I had the feeling for Stephen Fox, which is some really, really big shoes to fill. And I was like, how am I, a natural scorer, going to be the point guard too? And I tried. I think I did an okay job. But then you came along, City, for real, and you have this natural knack of being Derek Fisher.
Hoodie Kev, you did a terrible job of being point guard. You a terrible. You did a terrible job. Get out of here.
Thank you, Coach.
City,
What?
Yo, if it wasn't for the natural point guard City, I don't know where we'd be at. Y'all are backcourt together. Kobe and Derek Fisher, I guess. Or Kobe and Magic Johnson.
Derek Fisher's a 5-time NBA champion also. I think we should give our respects to Derek Fisher. He might have been a horrible coach. Still a 5-time he was a horrible coach, but still a 5-time NBA champion as a player.
All right, so let's put some respect on this. I'm not Coach Fisher.
No, not saying you coach. No, I'm not insulting you like that. I'm not insulting you by calling you Coach Fisher. Ooh, that's a slap to the face, calling you Coach Fisher. You're Derek Fisher, the player, and Derek Fisher, the player, is instrumental in Kobe Bryant winning 5 NBA championships. Instrumental. And so that's why I was like, oh, City came. And at first we had our quarrels because you feel Julius Randle's a better player than Damian Lillard. But we're not going to go there right now. If you think Damian Lillard is a scrub, hey, you think Damian Lillard is a scrub. But, we had to feel each other out, not in a, I guess, pause, as they say on the internet, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we've built, I think, a very good rapport with each other that we can play off each other in the fast break and transition basketball. Sometimes I might be in the corner and be like, what you doing, Fisher? Give me the ball. And sometimes you be like, nah, it's not your turn to score right now. But that's what I wanted to say. I appreciate you being here with me night in and night out, carrying the Knicks at night. It means that you also appreciate this show just as much as I do. And that means a lot. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you you doing this. That's what it means.
Thank you, Kev. Thank you, man. And listen, I appreciate you. You understand what I'm saying? You my guy. You already know. I've always said that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's no place I would rather be when we jump on is here. Bro, like, you understand what I'm saying? I came somewhere and I found me a home and I love it because guess what? The feeling is mutual. Everybody loves me. Not everybody, most people, I should say. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like it. And the many nights that we have spent going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm usually the guy that's late. Like, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I mean? I'm usually the guy that's late.
Where is Fisher at? Yeah, listen, everybody.
I'm here.
Everybody, we were late tonight because of me. I take responsibility for the 30-minute delay. For once, it wasn't Derek Fisher's fault for being late to Staples Arena. Okay? You know what? Let's take a timeout. I'm going to change stuff up. I'm tired of this Kobe Derek Fisher thing. Right now, we, City for Real and Hoodie Kev, will now be known as the Rolls Royce Backcourt Part 2. So yes, we are Part 2 Rolls Royce Backcourt. And if you know your Knicks history, you know who is the original Rolls Royce Backcourt. The one and only, the two and only,
the Glide,
Walt Clyde Frazier and Earl the Pearl Monroe. So that's who we are now. We are the Rolls Royce Backcourt. So I guess I'll take the honor of being Walt Clyde Frazier because I wear suits every day. So, we have our captain, Uncle Frieza, who's like Willis Reed, and we have Rob the Knick, who's like Dave the Busher.
No, come on. I can't.
And so we, but yeah, that's like I said, I just want to thank you for doing that.
You're very welcome, bro. I care about the show just as much as you do, but I want to say this. I want to say, thank you, Uncle Frieza. You know what I'm saying? For having the support and having the trust in us to take care of your baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking your kid to somebody's house and saying, hey, man, you watch my kid while I go out and run and buy groceries or whatever. You don't just do that with anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do that with people that you trust. You understand what I'm saying? So, Uncle Frieza, thank you for instilling the trust in your boys and your guys. And I appreciate the opportunity to be able to help hold it down. You know what I'm saying?
So that's where we are. Now.
Right. So did we get our feelings out? Everybody got their feelings out? We good? Are we straight? Can we stir the pot now?
Yeah, I know you got two. I don't know if this is a new. Is this Key Lene? Is this a new person?
That's Key Lene.
Thank you so very much for the $4.99 and the $1.99 super chats. I don't know if you're new to the show. This is the first time I'm seeing you, but thank you so very much. I'm glad that you are enjoying the show. I'm glad that we can put on a good broadcast. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want.
Well, you know what? If you would have stopped yelling and you wouldn't have got sick, then you would have known that Key Lene is not just new to the show.
I am sorry. I did take some time off. I was on the injured reserve list, and yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But I'm back.
Was good.
I am back. Hadouken Sharon, how are you?
I don't know. My mood is kind of bad because of the news I heard earlier.
What is that?
Peace to Terrence Clark. He was
yes.
Yeah.
I
watched him for a while now. He passed a tragic car accident. He was gonna be in the NBA this year in the draft.
It's always tragic when you have a young life gone too soon.
Yeah, he was 19.
It's very, very, very sad, very tragic news. Much prayers up to him.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Free
and
Rob the Knick and G Money all in the building at the same time. How this happen?
Yeah. We staged it.
Rob the Knick is like Dick Barnett. Okay.
No, Bernard King.
Listen.
Bernard King.
That seasoned vet
Nobody
has
else.
been around.
Bernard King. That's who I'm rolling. That's my man. That's who I roll with. If I'm gonna be anybody on the Knicks, it's gonna be Bernard King.
Yo, Mr. King. Mr. King, let me just do this real quick. Shout out to Keelan Nay again for the $5 chata platter. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. You're welcome.
But yes, I mean, I'm sorry if you're not new. My apologies. As you know, I was dealing with a throat illness due to my intense passion. When it comes,
he was dealing with anger management issues.
I call it intense passion when it comes to my Knickerbockers. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I call
management.
Yes, I pulled a Kawhi for Leonard. I pulled a Kawhi Leonard for a minute and needed to take a couple games off. But now I'm back 150% ready to go.
All right.
Hey, Kev, that's for you, man.
Salute everybody, by the
What's
way.
for me?
Salute.
That's for you. You'll see it.
The super chat.
That Beck. Thank you so very, very much for the $5 super chat. He says, "Hey, Hoodie Cavs, I say, Reggie." I'm not saying all that. Reggie Bullock. Also salute all the blessed panel. That Beck and Sai.
Well, if you don't want to say it, I'll say it. Reggie Bullock.
Reggie Bullock has been big. He's made some big shots, playing a good D.
Reggie Bullock has his Sons of Anarchy patch. He's not a prospect anymore. He has his patch. He's official tissue.
Yep.
And we don't have no issues if Kev got a tissue.
Right.
I got two words.
It's supposed to be, if you have an issue,
words.
Get a tissue.
You know what those two words are when it comes to Reggie Bullock?
You want us to guess? You want us to guess, man?
You'll never guess it. I'll tell you. Charles Smith. And if you don't know who Charles Smith is, do your research. That's all I'm going to say. Charles Smith.
Can we not go back down memory lane?
Please.
Listen, all we have is memory lane. Memory lane is what gives us the great.
So are you telling me that Charles Smith got blocked multiple times against the Bulls in '93, Game 5? That Charles Smith?
Listen, I didn't say anything. But if that's what you want to remember Charles Smith by, hey.
No, Charles Smith was good, was decent. I'm just saying. He was decent. He was a decent player.
He was a bum. He was a straight up bum. Let me tell you why. He was a bum. I watched him from Pittsburgh when he went to the Clippers. He was the first player that came out of Connecticut that went to a Big East school that you consider soft. He was a West Coast player in the Big East, and that didn't work. So when he went to the Clippers, and this is something that you guys need to pay attention to. When a West Coast player comes east because he does good on the West, count how many people really done good when they come from. Now, you can go from east to west and do good. How many players do you know that come from west to east and do good? It's not a whole lot of them. So with that being said, he was a bum. He was soft, and he couldn't put back a layup.
He could have done.
This was the road that we was. Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
You have a point, man. I mean, yeah, he was pretty mediocre. You have a point. I'm sorry, City, for real. You were saying?
Oh no, I'm good. I was just gonna say this was the road that we was trying not to travel.
What? On Knick history, it's no game today, City, for real. We can really talk about
freestyle.
We can talk about anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well,
how y'all like
the
it.
Bucks took care of this. Well, predictably, Milwaukee took care of Philadelphia without Ben
Yeah.
Simmons. Like
Mhm.
I said, when I check Milwaukee's schedule, they're not going to drop out of top three. You
I
want
don't
me to
want to
bring?
get third either way. It doesn't really matter.
I know, but I know we're not going to get top three because some people think the Knicks, even though we have been very surprised in this point, some people think we're going to catch Milwaukee. I don't see it.
So here's my thing.
They have 5 less losses.
I am
It's
going to
winning.
say something that's not going to be popular. It's not going to be liked, but it's going to be the truth.
Okay.
Your truth.
No, it's going to be the truth.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We all Knicks fans. We all want to feel warm and fuzzy and good and want to laugh at everyone like, ha ha ha! Look at us Knicks on an 8-game win streak. Talk about us
not
now,
true.
ESPN.
Not
Go
true.
ahead.
Not true.
That's not
Where's
true.
Not
the
true.
hate at
Kev,
ESPN?
Kev,
Hold on,
everybody
Rob.
doesn't.
Let
No,
me
Everybody
let
finish.
Hoodie Kev speak. Let Hoodie Kev speak. So, we're sorry. You're saying Hoodie Kev?
So everyone is like, oh, we're on an 8-game winning streak. Hooray. This is great. And it feels good. And I'm happy with an 8-game winning streak. I am. But I go around and I listen to people, and they're going to be like, oh, man, we can be like this. We are like Eastern Conference contenders. And I'm just like, whoa. Wait a minute. Wait. This team, as currently constructed, is a good team. This team, as currently constructed, should, because defense matters, it means something, right?
Mm-hmm.
This team should beat teams that they should beat. We should beat teams that we are better than. Earlier in the year, we struggled with this. To be honest, we just struggled with this recently, i.e. Minnesota.
Mhm.
So let's look at
What's your point, Kev?
Yes, I'm going. Wow, we got all night. Let's look at the teams that we've played during this 8-game winning streak, shall we?
Okay.
The Memphis
We start
Grizzlies,
against Memphis.
good team. Are we better than Memphis? I'd say yes. We're probably better than Memphis. Should we beat Memphis?
Yeah,
Yes.
can
And
I say
we
one
should
thing?
Go ahead, Rob.
I don't know about
Hey,
should.
I just want to say one thing going forward. Coming into the season, we wasn't better than Memphis. We showed we were better than Memphis as the season went on.
At the beginning of the season.
But look,
was really in the
Memphis
same
was
boat
good.
that we were in.
Look, no, Memphis won more games than we did last year.
Mm-hmm. And they came super close making the playoffs, just that they lost that playing
That's
game
right.
to Portland. And if it wasn't for
They
Jaren
went to the
Jackson being
bubble.
hurt,
We was
if it
not
wasn't
in the
for-
bubble.
if it wasn't for
They
COVID
did
happening, they were
go-
going to the playoffs last year.
But
Tom Thibodeau made us better than we were.
just because, listen, Rob, you know this for a fact. Just because the Vegas odd makers had us at 22 win, now me and you, we knew from the beginning this was better than a 22-win team. Me and you knew this. I remember in the beginning of the year, us being on here and us both were like, this is like a 30-plus win team.
Yeah, I said 27 to 31.
I said
But they
34.
proved to be better than
Like
that.
26. I didn't think this team was a playoff team, to be honest.
I knew, check the tape. I said this team gonna be over 500, and we're gonna be in the playoffs.
You did say that. Yeah, you did. But did you
Mhm.
know Julius Randle would be a top 15 player?
And an all-star.
No, I did not
Okay.
see that happen.
I didn't know it either. Only
I thought
God
it was
knows
going to be
saw
a
that.
collection.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be, RJ taking the
I
next
thought
step.
we was going to be better because we had a better coach.
Did you
True.
guys think Julius Randle could be this good though? Really? Like
Yes.
seriously?
No
I
doubt.
mean,
I never had a problem.
If you look
Yeah,
at
but I didn't think this season, though. And he's been
if you look at what he
from
did
game one on.
last year,
You know what?
he's not
I
really
felt
doing too much different from what he did last year.
I felt it. No, yes, he did. Yeah, he done a lot different.
Even
because
Julius said he
last
played
year-
bad last year.
Last
Last
year he was
year,
shooting 27% from 3. Now he's shooting 40.
41.
Right. This year he's just more efficient. If you look at his game, what he was doing last year is almost just about the same thing, except for this year he's just more efficient. He's still
So-
coming in
No, he
pulling
was
his
saying Dub
same
last year.
bag of tricks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
City?
He's still shooting the fadeaway. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that's different is when he's spinning now, he's getting rid of the ball faster and not turning it over as much.
So that's
But his
learning.
game is the same. His game is the same. He's just more efficient.
I didn't think he was
Last year he didn't
defending
have
and
IQ.
rebounding.
He showed more IQ this year.
That's about it.
Exactly.
But
Exactly,
let me
G Money.
So then we
Even
played.
Julius even said himself he didn't play well last year. Sorry, Hoodie Kev.
Well, obviously, with all of the turnovers and stuff.
So then we played Toronto.
He has more
having a
turnovers
down
this year.
season. Well, he's also had been tasked with doing more.
No, I know, but he's saying that he has less turnovers. That's what I'm saying.
But then we played Toronto, team we should have beat, period. Which we beat them. Then we played the short-handed Lakers, beat them. Then we played an up and down, okay New Orleans team.
What about Dallas?
No, New Orleans is mediocre.
I haven't got to Dallas yet.
Dallas came after
yes.
Memphis, Dallas.
Then we played Dallas.
No, it was Memphis.
No, it was New
Toronto,
Orleans, Memphis, Dallas. So
Okay.
I mean Memphis,
Toronto,
Dallas,
Los
New Orleans.
Angeles,
I was
New
like,
Orleans.
damn. New Orleans, Dallas, New Orleans. So, anyways, then we played New Orleans at their place first.
New Orleans, yeah.
Then we went to Dallas. Kind of like Dallas is good, but they're not that good, right?
They're like a top 12 team.
I mean, they're tied with Portland right now for 6. And I'll make this quick point. Portland's probably going to drop off. I checked Portland's schedule is bad to end the season. Dallas has an easy schedule.
They're like a
Didn't they have a bunch of injuries too, though?
Who, Portland or Dallas?
Kev, what you saying that we just beat bad teams?
Dallas.
What is your point?
No, KP just hurt his
this.
ankle last night.
The point is this. The Knicks, as of right now, beat teams that they should have beaten.
Okay. Not necessarily.
Right? Here's the thing.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
We were supposed to lose to Dallas.
Or just two. Like, we're here. Like, the teams we played are like, we're either just as good as or better than in this 8 games. I don't think you can legit say the Knicks have beat anybody that was better than us.
I think Dallas.
You really think that Dallas are better?
At the time.
Their record at the time was better than ours.
That's not the record. The team. Can you say at the time the team was better than ours?
Dallas was favored in that game.
Dallas beat us, and they were favored by like 6 points in that game.
At home.
I think when you look at the talent of the Pelicans, they supposed to beat us. But since we got a better coach, with Fizz there, we would have lost that game.
Oh yeah, with Fizz, big time.
Listen, with Fizz there, we would have lost every game.
Yeah, that's
true.
Okay, so
that's true.
You still playing
and also
as a
with
team.
Fisher, with Rambis, I get what you're saying.
Hey, look,
all I'm saying is
Kim said this here in the beginning. He said, look, the defense is going to be strong and the offense is going to catch up. The offense is catching up. That's why we're scoring. But we got a defensive mindset. So now we are better than a lot of teams.
So
we are better than.
I agree.
This is what I'm getting at, right?
I agree.
I don't want Knicks fans to be on top of the mountain screaming, "Yay, we did it!" Right?
Nobody said that, Kev, but you. You've been screaming that for 3 weeks.
I'm just relaxing.
Rob, if you get on Knicks Twitter,
you're blaming. Look, Kev, you're blaming fans for being happy.
You're mad at the kids that are running outside Madison Square Garden?
Yes, did you see that? It's like, what is happening here? Come on now.
What's wrong with that? It's a pandemic.
This is what's wrong.
You are blaming fans for being happy.
No. Y'all don't see where I'm coming from. I want people to have perspective, because when the Knicks lose to a team, I don't want them to think that it's the end of the world.
They won't.
They will. Because it'll be This is what's going to happen,
Most
right?
fans listen to Vegas. They say 22 plus another 22 wins. Okay, it's a good season. I never seen nobody.
No, Rob.
I don't
Most
know the
Knicks
fans you
fans
know,
go
Caleb. I'm
by
sorry.
as the media goes.
We could lose to Toronto.
We could, but I doubt it. I don't see it.
Listen, you can tell there's media people who are just wanting the opportunity for the Knicks to lose so they can jump on us. And when they jump on us, Knicks fans, there's going to be two things that are going to happen. We're either going to fall for it and be like, oh, woe is me, the sky's falling. Or you're going to have the fans who are just disgruntled and like, screw you. You didn't think we were going to be here in the first place. That's where I'm coming at. I'm not saying don't be happy.
You think the fans think that this is a championship team?
Rob, I'm going to pull up a tweet. And the tweet says, are the Knicks Eastern Conference contenders? Literally, that was the tweet.
I might have made that tweet.
I said best we get out the
What was
first
the
round,
question?
losing the second round. That's what I think.
Say that again, Hadouken.
I said
I'm
it might have
sorry, I
been
just
you
got
because of your wild dreams that have been happening about it.
I mean, I'm happy because we don't play for a few days, so I'm just trying to enjoy the moments, and then I'm moving forward, focusing on Toronto tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
That's
Today's
Saturday.
Friday. Tomorrow.
That's Saturday.
No, today's Friday. Today's Friday.
Today's Friday. But I'll just say this. Tibbs didn't let the guys come to the gym, or he said, don't come. I mean, some people may still go. So, I mean, today was a day for self-reflection, to get our bodies right, and for the fans to enjoy it. I think it's okay for the fans to be happy about this. I don't think there are any fans sitting here going crazy that we're winning a championship because we went on this 8-game win streak. But sometimes it's baby steps. You have to at least celebrate the successes, man.
Exactly. Because when it goes wrong, at least you was able to
We learn
celebrate.
from that and we come stronger years to come.
Yeah, because look,
that's been my main topic.
At least you was able to celebrate, do your little victories. I tell every team that I ever coached this year, every win is important, but don't forget the goal. But every win, every parent that's in the stand, they celebrate their kid that day. And then the next week, okay, the kids talk about the win all day doing school, all week doing school until the next game. And that's what you earned because you won the game. That's earned. Knick fans talking about how we won is earned to any level that they talking about it, because guess who they talking about it to? Other Knick fans. That's important.
You're asking a Knicks fan. You're asking a Knicks fan who has not seen any success and has gotten beat down by the media and everybody telling him how we stink every day. We can't enjoy an 8-game win streak for 7 years.
And probably longer.
That's a hard ass.
The longest streak that I remember that the Knicks had was 15 games. And that was the 90s Knicks. They had a 15-game winning streak.
That's crazy. And we had an 11-game winning streak in 2013.
It's a hard ass to tell people not to enjoy this. Like, you have to enjoy it. I'm not going to apologize.
Like now we're listening to the media about they telling us what to do. No,
see, that's the one thing I don't do, yo. Listen, Knick fans, it is okay for you to be happy right now. Do not listen to the media. You understand what I'm saying? Because we suck for so long that guess what? Now that we having success, they want to try and tell us, oh, you guys are just happy because you're a couple of games over 500. Yes, I'm happy about that. You know why? Because we sucked for so long. So I have something to finally be happy about. So I should be happy about it. You guys should be happy about it. Every Knick fan that is watching this live stream, every Knick fan that's going to watch
this team was going to be trash.
Yes, should be happy and should be proud to be like, yo, my boys is back.
You know, when I jumped off the media about what they thought about, it was the Phoenix Suns. I seen them coming because they played the Spurs tight. So when they went to the Eastern Conference, don't you know that they came through just like us? Look at the Spurs season back. I mean, not the Spurs, Phoenix season back in the day when they went from winning like, I think it was like 33 games. And then the next year, they won like damn near 60 games. And in that year that they won that, in the media and everybody, that's what I paid attention to. That people were saying that they wasn't nothing because I'm just a basketball head like that. Mm-hmm. And then I seen it happen. And then I said, okay, well, what they doing is they hedging their bets on the top 4 teams. They're not paying attention because you don't have to pay attention to what's going on. When you're in the sports meetup, all you need to pay attention to is like the top 4 teams. And then the teams that's coming, that's for the area to discuss, like we do. We got more Knick broadcasters, and we always have because we're the better fans. And we're more knowledgeable than the media. And I had to teach my friends that. I say, look at here. I can't go with Stephen A. when I'm watching the game. He got to cover 50 games a night. Only thing we have to do is cover one team. That give us the upper edge. That's why people steal the content on what we do. Because they know and they love, and in New York, they love what we doing because they can easily steal our content because we're there for day one. They listening, they got their little, what you call them? Them people, they, when you ain't getting paid to do something, but you're still working for the company. It's a name for that. Interns are watching us in our chats, and they're taking the good out of it, and then they'll bring that to them in the morning. They'll read that paper, and then they acting like fans. To me, Stephen A. is not a New York Knicks fan. You know, at least the other guy say that he's not. The only one that I think is a New York Knicks fan is what's the football player in Tyranny?
Barber
in Tyranny. That guy's a New York Knicks fan.
Yeah,
he is really.
You talking about Boomer Esiason? Boomer is a Knicks fan.
No, not Boomer. No, it's Tiki and Tyranny. They on CBS.
Yeah.
Yo, he's a look. He got on Buka. He got on Buka the other day. That's the only guy that I really listen to because he's really off radio, but he's really on radio. Oh, he got on Buka the other day. Like, he was screaming, oh, you trying to say Randle is 55, best player in the league? Tyranny chewed him up.
Wait, what did he say? What did Buka say?
Yeah, what?
Buka was saying that he would rank. Now, this is what Buka was saying. This is where he lied at. And I knew he was lying. He was saying, oh, yeah, I've been watching the Knicks because I've been intrigued with them and this there, blase, that there. And he said, so what would you rate Randle? You know, he say, oh, well, he was barely an all-star. No, he's 50. He said he was the 55th best player in the league.
Okay, that's
Tyranny. No, but look, check this out. Tyranny dived in his ASS good. And then the next day, it came out after Randle played that game that he was in the top 15. And it goes right back to Buka. No, you don't watch this team. You lied.
Anybody that says Randle's only a rank 55 has not watched.
Now everybody is saying that Randle's going to be on. Right now, they saying Randle's going to be on one of the 3 All-NBA teams. So that make him top 15, don't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. And hey, they chewed in. Look, Tyranny chewed in him so hard, and then Tyranny got on Michael K. He got on Michael K. talking about, and it was about the apology thing that he didn't like about Michael K. He said Michael K. was all on Brooklyn. Now you get on ESPN and you talking about the Knicks. Michael K. act like he was heading the charge. But you threw Brooklyn. Look, long as the Knicks are doing what they doing right now, Brooklyn can win the championship and it won't even equal up. Like I said yesterday, I want Miami to be the 8th seed, take them to 7, and then we win our first round, and then they have to give Give that team 14 hard games, you're going to knock them out. You will knock Brooklyn out. They're not healthy. Kyrie can go out at any time. You give that hard defense to them. They're the weakest link in this thing right here, but people don't know it because people are looking at the offense. But look at the injury. The only one who haven't been under the knife is Harden. And he's got an injury that's a setback. So if anybody that I think that I want to play, I don't want to play him in the first round because we're going to just soften them up for somebody else. Play them in the second round and let Miami get them first. And then you're going to see the Roman Empire fall.
I think Miami and Boston may rise in the standings because Charlotte and Atlanta is going to drop off. Watch.
Well, Alonzo is coming back.
LaMelo, you meant LaMelo.
Yeah. LaMelo.
Yeah, but remember, it's going to take him time to adjust. He hasn't played since March 20th.
Nah. Look. Guess what? That's a young boy. Now
I know, but wrist, you have to shoot it. It's really hard to shoot with an injured wrist.
Hey, look at here, but he does so much. His shooting ain't what catapult the Hornets. It's his passing.
He is a good passer, too.
That's right. That's what his scoring. They can get that from anybody. But the presence that he brings to the floor is not his scoring. It's his aura and it's his passing. And if you put that right back in there, look, the shoot, he can get that ready for the playoffs. Because Rozier going to give you scoring, and then Miles Bridges is coming along right now.
True.
Miles Bridges wasn't him.
Check this here, Rob. I know I don't mean to change subjects, but I had this conversation with someone and I want to get your thoughts on this. Moving ahead, obviously we're all focused on the season and we all have hopes and dreams to go far and do the best we can. But moving forward, my question is, with how good Randle has played this year, what is it going to take? What type of ranking of player? And you could throw out names. I don't know who's available. I'm not that smart. All I know is that how good of a player do we need to play alongside Randle if we bring most of this roster back to be considered a championship level team? What type of player, in your opinion?
A championship level team is like 2 years later, 2 years down the line, because
it's 2 years next season now. 2 years.
Spree, I feel like this here. Spree, I feel like this here. This is what I feel. Chemistry is important. So if you're going to add another player, the best player I think that can keep this machine rolling, you got to get Dennis Schroeder. Look, you get Schroeder, and then not saying we're going to win next year, but that's another bullet in the gun. But chemistry is going to make everything work. Yeah. These players playing together, that means a lot. That means a lot. You know where to find these players at. You know where to pass the ball at. You know a lot of things about these players. So basically, you give me Schroeder, you can sign back the whole roster again, because we starving at point guard.
I agree.
So
I agree with
let's
guard.
fix that.
I agree with that.
Anything we get in the draft, is just gravy. But let them learn on the bench. I'm confident in these veteran players, Bullock, Burke, and I think that they need to be signed, because I think that these young boys are learning behind them, and that's important.
Right.
They're learning. They're learning to take a spot. So therefore, if they don't have no animosity and you got the 9th pick and he can play, but his confidence level is not where it needs to be, but you got a Burke and a Bullock behind them, showing them how to be pros, showing them how to come in games. That's more important to me than any talent that you can really find. You find us a point guard because you know what we're suffering at. We got situation X there at the small forward that we think that we know he needs to get better. So therefore, he's 21. So let's let him get better. Just throw him out the equation on championship runs. We don't need him right now. We got Tibbs. We got players.
What if the Knicks added Schroeder or Lonzo plus DeMar DeRozan? How good would this team be? And everyone back.
Still, it's still to me, this is just my personal belief. I think that chemistry playing with them is still going to take 2-3 years because you got to let these big dogs get out the way. They ruling divisions, not just on a skill level, it's just that they're just better.
Right.
So as time clicks in and you got the younger team, but you the feisty dogs, you're going to be able to knock them off. Look,
what if we got Kawhi Leonard? If we had a Kawhi Leonard on this team,
a Kawhi Leonard will be fine this year. But then do you really think that Kawhi and this? We're still trying to figure out if Julius is going to do this thing every year.
I think he can.
Nah, man, you know Julius Randle.
Hold on.
Julius Randle.
Look, we still raising RJ.
Right.
I believe Julius can do it. He's shown me enough.
Let's pass this microphone a little bit, man. Let's pass the mic just a little bit, man, so everybody else can get in.
Well, they asked me a question. I don't mind being quiet. What's up, Julio?
Yeah, I feel you.
What's up, y'all?
What up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Just playing the violin.
It smelled like Navy in here all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on.
You already know, you know what I'm saying? You know how we give it up.
Hey, well, Rob said something, and I just wanted to jump in and just throw my 2 cents in. I don't think you need to go out and get a shorter. Yeah, I think that the answer to what was presented is a Jay Crowder, a Kelly Oubre.
I just like Schroeder better than Alonzo. That's all that is.
No, I mean, hey man, what I'm saying is, I'm fine. But what I'm saying is, I don't think he's the piece. I think what we need is more wing defenders. You know what I'm saying? Because when Reggie Bullock and RJ Barrett to the bench, you can't name who our wing defender is off the bench. You know what I'm saying? You can't even name our real starting small forward right now. You know what I'm saying? I think if you go out and get a Jay Crowder and a Kelly Oubre or somebody in that mold to defend, and then bring in another veteran big like Dwight Howard to be the backup. I think somebody can stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody in that vein, a veteran big that can stay healthy, somebody with some size. I think that'll solve a lot of stuff. I don't think we're 2 years away, right? I think we're actually headed that way right now. We just got off to a slow start. So what happens is people look at our record and say that we're not ready because we only won 30-something games. But what I'm saying is if you put us up against anybody, no team in this league has our number. Right? Even Milwaukee Bucks, who beat us by 20, they beat us by the grace of God. They bench players shot I think it's 81% from three. That never happens in the game. You know what I'm saying? They legit had a dude shoot 7 for 7 on the bench in order to beat us. Otherwise, where Giannis dominated Julius, we picked up the way. We didn't go out with a big 3. We had a bigger team. We had the gritty committee. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if we're 2 years away. I think we're getting close to that window right now. The only thing is we just got to keep it on the road.
Okay, what I have to say to that is this here. The reason why I said 2 years away is because the question that was answered is what would it take for championship mode? And I think more things that's important to me that a lot of people don't really look at, not saying all Knick fans don't look at it, is chemistry. These guys have been playing together, and chemistry in your best player, sometimes you have to look at who your best player is. Now, Randle is our best player. Should he be our best player? Look, I would go to war with him. But sometimes you got to look at it, the things that he gets wrong, especially when we're winning.
I agree, Rob. I believe in chemistry, and I don't want to break it up, but I'll just say this. If tomorrow Leon Rose gets a phone call that says in a year, Karl Anthony Towns is coming, and also Devin Booker, although he's having an amazing season in Phoenix, he wants to come too. You breaking up all the pieces? to bring those two here?
Hey, Free,
Look, this is the thing.
What if those
it
dudes,
depends.
what if those dudes won in their own city? What if they won in their own city? Can somebody tell me what they won? What's Carl Anthony Towns won? What about Devin Booker?
Well, Devin Booker's story is unfinished yet. It's still writing.
Well, he's having a really good year this year.
But
my thing is this.
But the Knicks story has not been written yet. It's more incomplete than Devin Booker. We're in the midst of.
I'm just trying to find ways
to get through it.
I'm trying to find ways to get Randle. I'm just trying to find ways to get Randle over the top. But I know that's premature. Let's see what we do with this team this year. That's all I'm focused on.
And this team deserves to have the chance to do it.
I agree. I just had a dream about it last night, Rob. I was just thinking about who's gonna.
Well, you've been dreaming for a long time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
you always
are the American dream. I mean,
look,
that's not new.
Hey, look, you're streaking, you're dreaming, and you're married. You're doing a whole lot over there.
I try, man. I try.
Hey, look, this team needs to be what if they said this team was not going to win 22 games and Leon Rose put this team together. Don't you think that he needs to see where this product lands at the end of the season?
For sure.
Because he put this thing together. Do you think that
he didn't really
put this team? No.
He didn't
Do you
really
think he put this team together?
He added a couple of pieces.
He may have looked at this team and said, look, I can get 40 wins out of this. And then everything is going according to plan to what he said. But the fans say, oh, it's not supposed to be that. Now we thirsty.
Yeah,
everyone.
But Leon Rose didn't put it together. He added a couple of pieces.
Everyone. So
everything he did was good.
Thanks, Rob, for answering my question. I appreciate it.
I'd like to do something to get everyone involved a little bit. So I want to do one or two things.
Well, let's say what's up to Uncle Fulio first. What's up, baby? Let's give him a shout out.
How y'all doing?
What's up, baby? He back. Late night basketball fan. He's like, hey, Kev, didn't he come for your belt?
He attempted to, but many people attempted to, but it's so out of reach that he couldn't get to it.
Well,
but he put up a very little business.
Uncle Fulio, you didn't say what's up to him, Kev. Say what's up to Uncle Fulio.
Listen, Rob, if you was in a soliloquy, you was going, we had already said, hey, what's up? Gave him a salute. You was going on. You might have missed all this.
Because I'm happy to see the brother. I ain't see the brother in 2 months.
What's going on?
You happy to see somebody, and yet you was talking for 10 straight minutes while he was there.
All right, can I say something real quick? Real quick. So the whole purpose why I jumped on, you know, like I said, it's been a while. It's been a while since I came on the Knicks.
Why you jumped on Fulio?
Because you was going off about something that I wanted to address. Because you were going off about something, talking about this person's not a Knicks fan and that person's not a Knicks fan. And I posted something on Twitter earlier. You know, I don't have most of you guys on Twitter. Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Right? You fade in and out, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I posted something on Twitter earlier about that, about how Knicks fans act so holier than thou all of a sudden because we won 8 games in a row and we have the nerve and audacity to say someone else is not a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, Julius Randle was not playing as well. They were calling him no handle Randle. Everyone was coming for his head. Now all of a sudden, it's the media's fault. No, we're just as toxic as the media. We are just as toxic as the media. We were criticizing Julius Randle. We were upset that the Knicks didn't get KD and Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? We were just as upset about it. So let's not act like, you know what I mean, like we were right all along about the team. No, that's not how it goes. We are just as toxic as the big media. Stephen A. and Max Kellerman, all those guys, to me, we're on the same level as them. You know what I'm saying? Because we put out that same energy. And now that it's coming back and we're starting to get some good energy, we don't know how to act all of a sudden. So we got to, be careful who we call, you know what I mean? Calling other people out because we can be just as bad. That's all I got to say.
But we marched on.
So you said what?
So can I? So I wanted to do something.
Uncle Fulio,
right?
No, I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that.
Wait, what do you don't agree with?
You're 100% wrong.
Hold on.
No,
Eddie C, what is good, bro? Can Eddie C get some? Can he get some?
Can I say something?
You wrong on that.
Yo, Rob, can I get some camera time, please? Can I please get some camera time because I've been trying to chime in for the longest
Okay, so look, you hear me?
You get
This
no
is why
camera time.
this is my rebuttal to that. This is my rebuttal to what you just said.
And I have a
No,
rebuttal.
we
And
do
I will
have
get
the
my
right
rebuttal
because guess
too.
what? We're talking in our own community. So it's like I'm talking to you as a brother. So everything else we can.
Wow. You just
All right.
disappeared.
Let me see.
But
Floor
okay,
is yours.
this is what I want to say to Mr. Fulio. I know a lot of people were saying that no handles Randle, and I get all that because us as Knicks fans, we can talk bad about our children. You know what I'm saying? We could talk bad about our kids, and somebody sometimes has to show us the light on how smart our kids are because we never see it. Okay, so we talk bad about Randle. He had a horrible year last year. You can't say that he had a great year last year.
I'm not.
Are you saying he had a good year last year?
No,
he had a
I'm not at all.
horrible year last year. So it's within our right. It's within our right as Knicks fans to say Julius Randle had no handle last year. Julius Randle was playing bad last year.
So only we can say it, but nobody else can say it.
He had bad body language. He had whatever you want to say about the guy. Now that he's playing better, we have the right to say that he's playing better. We have the right to say he's a third-team All-NBA player. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? We talking amongst
Eddie, I agree with you, bro. I totally agree with you. We have the right to say whatever we want about the Knicks, and I'm saying this is our team, but we can't get mad if other people say it either. If the team's playing like crap, the team is playing like crap. If they're playing good, they're playing good. We can't get mad at that.
I was never mad at anybody else talking about how bad we playing because we were playing bad. You know what I'm saying? But now that we're playing good, you still have people that don't believe it or don't wanna believe it. You know what I'm saying? Even in the mainstream,
it's not that they don't believe
the same as some people on these panels that always say we're not gonna get as many wins. We're not gonna play as good as we are. We should temper our expectations. Man, you know what, man? Throw that in the garbage, man. We don't temper our expectations. We should do as good as we want to do. We should do as good as we can do. If we could get the first seed, we should go for the first seed. If we could get the second seed, we should do that. Not just say, oh, we're winning now, let us temper our expectations. And, you know, it's a fluke. It's a mirage. Man, you know what I'm saying? Bust all that, man. Let's just play hard like we've been playing. And we've been playing the right type of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So it's lovely to see. We ain't playing that garbage offensive game. You know, we're playing a defensive-minded game. And now our offense has caught up to our defense. You know, and that's the way good teams are made. You know what I'm saying? It starts with the defense, and then the offense catches up to the defense. And that's the way we've been playing. People are saying, oh, now we're hitting threes. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. We've been working hard on defense, and we've been doing that the whole year. So now we already know our defensive rotations, where we're supposed to be at, and things like that. So we already have that as second nature. Now we can go ahead and start working on our offense. You know, and now everything is clicking. So now everything is looking beautiful. And you don't see those people that say, oh, we were trash, that we're not supposed to be winning 27. We're supposed to be in the lottery right now. Look at us. We're in the 4th seed, man.
That's why I say we are just as toxic as the big media. We're the same. We fuel that same narrative just as much as the big media. It's not the big media's fault all the time. It's not always about ESPN and Fox.
I guess when you say we, it's more proper to say some, because not everybody is the same. Not everybody has the same thoughts and the same sentiments as even us in this panel here. You know, everybody has differences of opinion. And when you say we, is you putting everybody into a lump sum. And it's better if you say some of us Knicks fans think like that. And then I give you the benefit of the doubt because it's true. Yeah, some of us Knicks fans do think like that.
I see you waiting.
Everyone,
waiting. I see you.
How are y'all doing tonight? Is everyone doing good?
Go ahead, boss.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I would like to get everyone, because it's off night, it's a freestyle night, and believe this or not, Hoodie Kev is all about his positive vibes, right? Because for some reason, all day, how many of y'all have seen the movie Weekend at Bernie's Part 2? Anybody? So
I've never seen it.
No.
It's that bad of a
It's been a
movie.
minute.
You need to see Weekend at Bernie's. If you haven't seen it, go check out Weekend at Bernie's
What happened
and
to part
Weekend at
one?
Bernie's Part 2. Anyways, there's a song that Weekend at Bernie's has when he's walking around because he's dead. And that song is a Jamaican song. That song has been in my head all night long. But this is what I want to do because I'm all about having
But
positive
why don't you
vibes.
sing the song for us?
I can't. It's not a song you can sing. It's the beat. Anyways,
I'm not sure that's a good idea, City.
this is what I want to do every night because I'm all about having good news and I want everyone to get their little camera time to shine. And we're all Knicks fans. So and this is for everyone in the chat too. You can talk it in the chat. I want everyone to go around the panel because I'm all about having good vibes tonight. I don't know why I'm feeling good. And explain what is your Knick fandom life span, your favorite Knicks moment. Because I want everyone to have their camera time, and I want to talk about the positive Knick things. So, City for real, do you want to kick this off?
Yes,
Favorite
I'll
Knick
kick it
moment.
off, man.
It has the number one moment.
Favorite Knick moment. My favorite Knick moment. All I gotta do is
And everyone
listen.
in the
Y'all
chat,
already know.
type it up. What are your favorite Knicks moments?
That's all I'm gonna do. Y'all already know. That was my favorite Knick moment that I saw.
The LJ 4-point play against the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals of the 1999 playoff season.
Game 3.
That's why I said that's all I'm gonna do. That's why I said that's all I'm gonna do. You already know.
Hadouken Sharon, what is your favorite Knicks moment in your
To be honest,
lifetime? I know you're young, so who has it been
Yeah, I
a minute?
don't
My dude is gonna be like that game that RJ just hit those 6 threes.
No, I actually don't. I don't remember, but there was this one game I think we had. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was when Porzingis and Melo were draining threes. It was one of those games they had like 8 threes each. I don't remember. They were like going crazy. That was one of my favorite games. I don't remember which exact game that was, but I just remember both of them going off, like from the 3. And I think we won that game too. Yeah, I can't go as far back as everyone else.
All right, 3. I'm going around.
Oh,
I mean, so I'm gonna just pretty much. I would think most people would say the two. Some of the I'm gonna think out of the box. To me, my favorite moment was the game I attended. That's on my channel. Game 6, 2000 versus the Heat. Everybody talks about the Game 7, but that game to me was memorable because we were down 15 points at halftime, and I basically have memorized every single play in that game. So I would say that game is very memorable for me.
We were down 18 in that game too, by the way.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah. It's on my channel if you want to watch it.
G Money, what's your favorite Knicks moment?
Linsanity. Because Jeremy Lin was about to get waived, I think, and he had the monster 7-game stretch against New Jersey, LA. He outdueled Kobe Bryant, rest his soul. Washington, Minnesota. He also hit a game winner against Toronto. The Mike Breen bang, top of the key 3 against Toronto. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hitting that crazy 3 against Utah. Linsanity was my favorite moment for me. Yeah, because we had a 7-game winning streak in that span that helped us get to the playoffs.
Julio.
I can easily go take this to the 90s, but for me, it was the game that I went to, and it was Melo broke the MSG scoring record. For me, that was, crazy.
He had 62 against Charlotte.
When he had 62 against the Charlotte
Bobcats. 2014, yeah.
It was a Friday night, right?
At the time.
Friday night, yeah.
Yep. And to me, that was just amazing, being at the Garden and watching the atmosphere. And I still to this day want to retire Carmelo's number, but that's a different story. But to me, that's my moment.
Me too.
Yo, another one of my moments was the Christmas Day game, right? When Melo hit the 3 to tie it. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth quarter, the Christmas Day game. Remember when we came up?
Was it against Boston?
Chicago?
Chicago, I believe.
No, that was Easter. That was Easter.
No, it was the Christmas Day game.
That was against Boston.
The season just started, and it started on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
that was the game when Melo was like, "This is my house," like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he hit that big three to tie, and then he hit the big three again. Listen, I still got that game on my PS4 right now. Sometimes I go back just to hear the way the crowd was rocking, bro. I can't even imagine what it would be like if we had all of the fans in the building. Are you kidding me?
Right before Melo hit that shot, I always remember Van Gundy says, Breen says to Van Gundy, should the
that
Bulls
was against
foul?
Chicago. That was Easter.
Should the Bulls foul? No! And then Melo hits the three. Bang!
Yeah, that was good.
Goes down and the game
was that like his first game as a Knick or something like that? That was like his first game?
No, 2012. That was Easter.
His first game as a Knick.
I remember that game. We were down by 10 with like 2-3 minutes to go.
Oh, it wasn't Easter, bro. It was Christmas Day.
No, it was Easter. I know this. It was Easter. Yes, it was. It was Easter.
Christmas. It was Christmas Day, bro. Y'all can look at it in the chat. It was Christmas Day. Trust me, I know because
and that was against Boston.
The reason why
that was against Boston.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm curious.
No, I'm pretty sure 2 threes was against Chicago. The first three, I remember D Rose missed 2 free throws. Then Melo hit the 3 to tie the game. Then this is against Chicago Easter Day. And then down by 2, Melo hit a 3 at the right wing, give us the lead for good.
That was Easter.
That was Easter, yes. One of my other favorite moments, too, is Melo going crazy hot in 2013. That hot streak he had the end of the season. We won that 11 straight games. That was one of my favorite moments, man.
That Miami Heat game that season.
When he dropped 50.
The Boston game was on Christmas Day, am I right?
Yes.
And 11 that's the game that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about against the Bulls. I'm talking about the Christmas Day game when it was the first game of the season.
Yeah, it was against the Celtics.
Right?
Yeah.
And Melo hit those 2 big threes. That's the game I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Chicago game.
Okay. I'll check to see. I'll check, but okay, I'll check.
I do remember the game Carmelo had. He was playing with nobody. He scored 42 in Boston, I think. And we lost, but it was like ridiculous.
Was that the playoff game?
Yeah, it was a playoff game.
That was game 2. That was
with
game
Tony
2.
Douglas, Jared Jeffries, and all those clowns.
Oh man!
Yeah,
my favorite moment in my Knicks life. God, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Was it
Summer League? Kevin Knox? Game
definitely.
1? Well, come on, let's not do that. Let's not do that tonight.
It was in '94 when the Knicks finally beat the Chicago Bulls in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Nice.
And Patrick Ewing stood on the scorer's table and
when
he had his arms straight up, it was the first time. It was the first time. But if you watched it, like you watched it live, like it was the first time that I felt like Knicks fans finally embraced Patrick Ewing. Like they finally was like, we did it. You know, we got there, and you did this. Because we had got the year before, might have been that the 92 team might have been a better team than the 93 team.
Yeah, they were.
But people say the 97 team was the most talented team of the 90s. The year that we got the year that everyone got suspended in that Heat series. Was that 97 or was that 98? I forget. The year Charlie Ward gets flipped over and like Starks gets suspended, Larry Johnson gets suspended, half of our team got suspended. Yeah,
he was.
The thing about the Knicks and the Heat is the Knicks and the Heat played in the playoffs 4 straight seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember each and every one. I remember Like to the people like, oh, I remember, I don't know who said, I think it was last week. Someone was like, the Heat aren't our rivals, and I'm like, no,
they were at the
no.
time. They were.
Once you're a rival, you like I to this day cannot stand the Miami Heat, and it has nothing to do with LeBron James whatsoever. This has to do with Alonzo Mourning.
Me, I hate. For me, I never.
And Jamal Mashburn and what's his name? I can't think. They had another backup point guard. I can't remember.
Sean Leonard.
Was that who that was?
Anthony Carter.
Anthony Carter. Yes, him.
He had a game winner in 2000.
Clarence Weatherspoon, Otis Thorpe. I hated all those guys. PJ
For
Brown.
me, I never hated a team. The only team I hated was really the Big Three Heat with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. That's it. Other than that, I never hated a team.
You see, and I'm not gonna say anything, but because here's the thing, there's a different generations change, right?
Right.
Older people who have been through, like when basketball was tough. You grew like not to like you despised teams. Like it's not all as like I guess generations change where it's just like okay, I don't like them, but teams change. Like no, like I said, I remember back in the late '90s. Like, oh, we got to play the Heat, and I know they gonna want to get under our skin, and we're gonna want to get under their skin. And Pat Riley left because he sent a fax in. Who sends a fax? And it's just everything about the Heat.
It's like we were playing against ourselves. Whenever we played them, it was like we were playing against ourselves.
Did you hate the Pacers too?
Oh yes, I hated the Indiana Pacers. I hated the Indiana Pacers. I hated Reggie.
Who did you hate more?
Oh man, I would say that between the Pacers and the Heat.
Yeah,
the Pacers because it lasted longer with the Pacers. And
98, 99, let's see, it was 94, I think it was 93, 94, 95, 98, 99, 2000. Ironically, the last time we were in the conference final, we lost to Indiana.
I hated Rick Smith. I hated that guy.
Why?
So I was about to say Rick Smith.
Why?
He
was annoying. He used to like score 20 points in like 3 minutes. I'm like, how is this dude killing us right now?
Yeah, he used to get over on Patrick Ewing.
Mm-hmm.
The flying Dutchman. But the thing like the Pacers, man, they played gritty when Larry Brown was the head coach, and they had the Davis boys and
Jalen Rose.
Jackson. Oh, this is even before when they had like Chris Mullin.
Larry Bird was
Chris Mullin.
That team was so deep.
Oh yes.
Travis
don't forget Larry Bird was the Pacers head coach around 98.
No, I'm talking about I'm hating them back when they had Larry Brown.
You talking about before that?
But they had
head coach.
True.
They had
I'm just saying that Larry Bird became head coach, so that's what I'm saying.
That Pacers team was absolutely
I remember that team when they used to
play
in the old Fieldhouse Stadium. Oh, yes.
Dale Davis and Antonio.
Dale and Anthony and Antonio.
Oh yeah, Dale Davis. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't stand that team.
I mean, that team was stacked. Like I'll even say, like I actually feared them more than Miami, just how deep they were.
The thing about with Miami that was different from like Indiana played gritty. Like
they were more physical.
You can say everyone in the 90s had a gritty defensive, like I'm gonna punch you in the face, and then I'm gonna punch you back. Yeah,
but Indiana's front court had more physicality. They had more bodies. Like he just had Alonzo.
No, listen. PJ Brown once
slammed.
PJ Brown could stretch that for a little bit.
I forgot about PJ. My bad.
He slammed a couple people in his heyday.
You mean Charlie Ward?
No, I don't think PJ wasn't as good a player as the Davis boys.
No, he was not. But PJ was man, he was just like gritty and like, God, go somewhere with your peanut-shaped head. Please go somewhere, PJ Brown.
He always had the same expression on his face. It was like never. It was always the same.
Really spice up the Knicks Pacer rivalry. Remember '94 Eastern Conference Finals Game 5, the Spike Lee, Reggie Miller. Spike Lee kept talking to Reggie Miller. Miller went off for 25 in the fourth quarter.
I remember that. I remember watching that game.
It was hitting mid-range shots.
This is how old I am.
From Steph Curry range. Remember he hit that crazy three at the logo?
Yeah. I remember when games were played on NBC.
Mhm.
I remember
Yeah.
games
Yo,
playing
Josh
on
got the theme song
NBC.
now.
I wish.
I used to
I
That
wish.
game was on NBC. The
I
game I'm
wish
talking
ga-
about was on NBC.
I wish games today had the NBA on NBC. So I think the game.
Yeah.
I think more kids would get into. Not that the NBA isn't popular, of course it is, but to me, one of the popular things about basketball I can't speak for all of you because I don't know how old you are, but in the '90s, to me, one of the best things about it was every weekend NBA on NBC. You
They
got
had
the theme
triple
song,
headers, bro. The NBA had triple headers.
triple headers, and
And
also
they
after
had
every big
they had
highlight
Marv
play, they
Albert
played the
too.
music.
Marv
Yes.
Albert.
Yes!
You had
Marv
you had
Albert
Bill
was the best. I
Walton.
said it the other night,
Snapper
Josh.
Jones.
I said it
Exactly.
the other night.
I miss that.
Mike
Oh,
Green,
that's
Tom
dope.
Hammond,
Yes!
PJ Carlissimo. That the NBA and NBC was amazing. You had
Steve
great
Snapper
commentary.
Jones was my guy. That was my
Yeah,
guy.
rest in peace,
Rest in
Snap.
Oh,
peace.
man. But
Snap.
yes.
Great
And
announcer.
Bill Walton was actually funny. Bill Walton, Marv Albert, Steve Snapper Jones, great trio right there.
Man.
Now y'all see what y'all doing. Y'all see what y'all doing. This is the memory lane that I wanted to go there.
No,
This is the memory lane.
but here's
that I
the thing,
wanted
City. When you watch a game today, like we're very lucky with the MSG, but I'm just saying in general, national TV games. My issue is after every big play in the 90s, like when they went to a timeout break, you'd always hear the theme song played with the big moments in the game. Nowadays, when somebody makes a big shot, you see a replay, but there's no music. There's no
music.
There's no excitement. Like, to me, that's what made it special. That's what makes me crazy enough to go back and watch those things and cut the film up.
The NBA and NBC also did a good job with their analysis. They weren't biased. Like, they were actually giving other teams screen time. Now, in this decade, the media's only talk about the Nets and the Lakers. Back then, you heard teams like the Lakers, the Knicks, the Pacers, the Bulls, the Sixers, teams like that.
Because all of those teams were good back then. I think the problem that I particularly have with people's assessment of the media right now is that we as Knicks fans expect ESPN to talk about us when we're bad. You know what I'm saying? And say good things about us when we're bad. For what? Like, what for? When a team is doing bad, they have every right to be good and call it bad.
We're decent. We're good this year. My point.
And we're getting the screen time now.
I know.
So, Josh, my problem with the media is now that we having a little bit of success, they try to act like we crazy. They try to act like we just legit just going through the roof. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's what my problem is. No. The problem, the thing is this, right? The thing is this, right? I feel like the success that we having right now, it should be okay for Knicks fans to celebrate that because we've been bad for so long. It's not that we going through the roof.
Really,
like, you understand what I'm saying? Julius Randle right now, yes, is he playing just about like an MVP? Yes, that's the reason why the fans are chanting. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But it's not that we're crazy. We're supporting our team, and we're happy about it that we actually doing good now.
So I don't think it's the fact that we're crazy or anything like that. I do understand that we've been bad for so long and people jumping outside the garden and cheering and everything like that. I understand why that exists, but the thing is, we haven't even got to the playoffs yet. We don't know. The Knicks fans, really, particularly the younger group, we don't know. I can't say we, but they don't know what playoff basketball is like in Madison Square Garden.
Right.
Playoff basketball is a different animal. And we may have won these 8 games in a row right now, but come playoff time, if we want to start winning some playoff series and stuff like that, I think that is when people are really going to start to take us seriously. But right now, 8 games in the regular season, it's cool. It's all fine and dandy, but playoff time is where it's at. That's how teams start to become respected around the league nationally. That's what I'm saying.
Something. I'm sorry, Josh. Spree.
So
you have a documentary on your channel.
Oh, really?
About I want to say a documentary, a series of videos, and some of them document the '99 New York Knicks playoff run. And I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, you know what? I remember that, but you know what? There's like a haze around it. I know we played. I know we played the Atlanta Hawks.
We swept them, in fact.
But I don't remember playing the Atlanta Hawks. Like we mentioned this over there from like Miami to like
It was Miami, Atlanta,
like
Indiana.
And it's like, we played someone in between that. But I don't remember who. And then I was like, no, it was the Hawks.
That's why I posted
were
it for people like you, that because people forget that series.
They were so they were good, but yet forgettable at the same time. And they had Mutombo and Steve Smith and Mookie Blaylock, who was one of my favorite players just because I liked his name.
He was a good player. He was also a good player.
Oh, Mookie Blaylock?
Was underrated. That team was underrated.
Mookie Blaylock on like NBA Jam.
Tougher.
I just knew once we beat the Heat that it didn't matter. Like, even if they were good, we were not going to be denied. That we just had so much confidence in that series.
Well, the thing about the 99 series is when people don't realize, because it was a short season, is the Knicks started off slow that season.
Mm-hmm.
And we started off really slow. And that's why we were the 8th seed. We weren't the 8th seed because we were bad. Like, we just started off slow and we picked it up as the season went along. Pat was, but it saddens me a lot that by that time Pat was like at the end.
Sure.
Because if this was like a couple years earlier, and you put Patrick Ewing on that 99 team, if you took like the 94 Patrick Ewing and put him on the 99
you would have
team,
given San Antonio more trouble.
No, we would have beat San Antonio.
Oh, I don't know about
that. We would have
San
beaten
Antonio. They were. Here's the thing: Duncan and Robinson were good passing out the block, and Tim Duncan was a beast. Man, he hit the mid range. He was athletic.
It wasn't about Tim Duncan. Like, if you recall,
I know, but Robinson had his moments too in this series. So don't forget, you also had Mario Ellie hit big shots. Remember, Avery Johnson hit a game winner. It was at the baseline in Game 5.
Why are you bringing this up to me, G-Money? Why are you doing this?
I know. I'm just saying that I do think he would have given San Antonio trouble, but I just think the Spurs just had more depth than the Knicks.
Let me tell you something about 99, because you weren't there, my young man. You might have watched it on replay, but you weren't there. Let me tell you the first-hand perspective of somebody on their living room floor watching live, not knowing what was going on, right? Watching perspective, because there's a difference in watching something in hindsight and watching something in real time. In real time, you think to yourself, Larry Johnson at this stage of his career shouldn't be guarding Tim Duncan 30-plus minutes a game.
True.
But if Marcus Camby, young, spry, long, athletic Marcus Camby was guarding guarding Tim Duncan instead of having to guard David Robinson, it might be different, because I think he would give Tim Duncan more problems.
That's true.
We didn't have that, because here's my thing. I don't care what anybody says. In the 90s, Patrick Ewing was the second best center in the NBA.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, wow. Ugh.
Well,
during the 1990s,
David Robinson.
Patrick Ewing was a better player in the 90s decade than David Robinson.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's tough.
That's debatable. Tough. That's debatable.
That's really not debatable.
Bro, Robinson did win an MVP. Robinson could shoot,
be unbiased for a little bit.
Crash the glass, was an underrated defender.
Listen, David Robinson. This is why David Robinson wasn't a better player than Patrick Ewing. And you may say it's the media market. You can say it's the high-stake games or whatever. Did you hear anything about David Robinson whatsoever in the 90s?
No,
he got like a scoring title one, but they literally had to give him the ball 100 times.
He played in
San Antonio to get that.
I think that's what it is more than anything. The fact that he played in San Antonio, they weren't in these big drag-out playoff fights and anything like that. I think that's the reason why, rather than talent issue. You know what I'm saying?
You know who Sean Kemp was, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sean Kemp played in Seattle, Washington.
Seattle's a big market. That's a big market in Seattle.
You know who Karl Malone is, right?
Malone's not a center.
No, but I'm saying, you know who Karl Malone is, right?
Yeah, but they were
in Salt Lake City, Utah. So don't sit here and tell me. Don't sit here and tell me because you play in San Antonio.
They were on every weekend.
When you got a legend, everybody knows Karl Malone. He played in Salt Lake City, Utah.
I remember the Jazz were more popular of a team in the 90s.
The Utah Jazz.
Yeah, they were. Because they made the finals. Like,
it's just that they couldn't get past tough teams. They couldn't get past the Rockets, Bulls, things like that.
Okay, let me see. You couldn't get past the Rockets with Hakeem Olajuwon. He was okay. Better, the only center better than Patrick Ewing in that decade.
David Robinson also has an MVP. Don't forget about that.
I just said that 95. Yes.
Yeah.
He is the MVP because he
Then
got like
thanks for that
100
though,
points
Josh.
in a game.
How many all defensive teams did Patrick versus Robinson make? I'm curious.
I gotta look that up. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Blah blah blah. What
Me
was
neither.
that?
I don't know.
First team or just
4
all defensive team?
4.
And
So he had
that's
4?
for Pat Ewing or David Robinson.
Admiral.
The Admiral. So 4 for David.
I'm gonna guess 2 for Ewing, but maybe I have no idea.
David Robinson was underrated back in his time.
This is all you got to know.
3. Oh well, not even 1.
Wait,
Ewing?
what?
This is,
Patrick Ewing has 3 second team all defensive honors, and David Robinson has 4 first team.
Okay. And David Robinson was very
all
humble.
you have
too.
to know about David Robinson and Patrick Ewing. In 1992, there was a team you might have heard of. They went to the Olympics. Had a couple players on them. You might have heard about them. They were called the Dream Team. I don't know if you've heard of them or not.
I've heard of them.
I have.
Let's start the greatest team ever assembled. The Avengers of basketball. The starting center for the 1992 United States Olympic men's basketball team. Well, there was 2 centers on that team. Patrick Ewing and David Robinson. Of the greatest collection of players ever assembled.
Mm-hmm.
And the starting center was Patrick Ewing.
Do you think Michael Jordan had any say in who started?
Not
Since
really.
He kicked Isaiah off the
no.
team?
I'll say that no, because I think Michael Jordan. There's few coaches that could garner the respect from Michael Jordan, and I think Chuck Daly was one of them.
Okay.
I think he respected Chuck Daly enough not to question anything from Chuck Daly.
Fair enough.
So no, I don't think he was like, oh, I want such and such to start. No.
But it was MJ's decision to kick Isaiah off. Nobody, actually, to be fair, nobody wanted Isaiah on that team.
Yeah, nobody really liked Isaiah. And I mean, we can sit here and say
that's a separate thing,
that, but yeah. So that's all I got to say is on the greatest team ever assembled, Patrick Ewing was a starting NBA center. David Robinson came off the bench.
Yeah, I mean it's close. They were both good.
I'm just saying.
Man, Ewing's my guy, so I don't have a problem if you want to take Ewing. But Robinson was pretty damn good too.
I'm not taking anything from David Robinson, right? But David Robinson didn't do anything until a guy named Tim Duncan walked into town.
You can't say that. He was an MVP in 95. Relax. He went to a conference final in 95. Went to a conference final.
He went to the conference finals. Oh, my goodness.
Didn't he serve in the Army?
He did. That's what they call him, the Admiral.
What did I got to do with basketball?
He went to the naval. He went to the Naval Academy.
I respect that.
He was an officer.
He was a good guy. He was humble. He was a
Listen, I'm not taking anything from David Robinson.
I'm back. Fully, you in my crosshairs.
Great man.
Bring it on. Let's do it.
All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. But this was an entertaining.
Good night, Spree.
Peace.
Yes.
Let us Spree.
Oh, and another thing. Patrick Ewing was so good the aliens wanted his talent. They were like, I got to have Patrick Ewing's talent. They didn't say I need to have David Robinson's talent. No. They wanted Patrick Ewing's
He
talent.
just so happened to be friends with Michael Jordan. That's why. Everybody know that.
Pretty much.
Hey, Rob, I have a question. What is your favorite Knicks moment?
My favorite Knicks moment is when Bernard King against the Boston Celtics, all 7 games, he averaged 40 points with 4 broken fingers.
Sheesh.
And he had to take him up, and he had to tape him up. And he dropped 40 every game.
Wow.
That's my look. Nothing better than that. Nothing. broken, and then they put them on Sports Illustrated, and they say, "Your Royal Highness," and they put that cape on them with the crown. Nothing better than that. Without a title now, my dad, like I read the newspapers back in the day when we won, and Clyde done this thing. My dad bought me some Pumas that year. You know what I'm saying? Bought me them white leather joints with the black stripes. Had Clyde on the side. After that, hey, ain't nothing better than what Bernard King did with Broken Fingers. Hey, anything else? Carmelo, I love him. He my man's in them. Ewing gave me so many problems. Look, you should have dunked instead of the finger roll. I don't blame Starks.
Lord.
I don't blame Starks. I blame the leader of the team. You passed him the ball that much for him to go 2 for 18. I'd rather for you to go 2 for 36.
Derek Harper was passing the ball.
What?
If I was Patrick Ewing, I'd have been cutting Derek Harper. Stop giving the ball to John.
Hey, look. Hey, man, I watched that game. Look, I watched that game over 30 times. I never seen Ewing demanding the ball. Now, look, let me tell you something else that I know about Ewing. When he was at Georgetown, when Villanova beat him, St. John's beat him earlier that year. When it came down to they was losing, Ewing got invisible. Watch that college game when they lost to Villanova. And then after that, when you lost to Houston, how George Thompson had to pull those 5 back on the floor to sit in the chair. Yeah, John Thompson had to pull them back on the floor, and they was over there like this here. Like, nah, you wasn't. Yo, y'all just got whooped twice. And look, when Ewing was a part of that, it was him, Wingate, and it was him, Wingate. Who else was on that team? The dude
was
with
it
the
David Wingate?
Yeah, David Wingate was on that team. Reggie didn't act like that. Ewing was acting like, yo, he got his ass whooped. But they dogs you y'all just barely beat them in a regular season. And then when you faced them in the finals, you went out like that. Oh man. And then you supposed to dunk and you did a finger roll, and then you're gonna stand up on top of the Garden, and we ain't no championship game. I ain't even like that.
At that moment in time,
No, look, Kev, I'm older than you. Hey, Kev, look, sit down, shorty.
That moment too. That's
I know you.
Moment.
You was a little boy then. I'm talking about my little. Look, this is why the old school didn't like it, because we know what you represented in college. We seen what you did, and when it came down to a big shot to do something, look, you was in the first overall pick. We automatic, but everybody in New York at the time, I ain't gonna even front. We already knew Olajuwon was better. We knew that, but we got Ewing as the first pick was good, and then the talent that we put around him. Okay, we think that we should win.
It seems like you don't like Pat. Like,
man, look,
Pat here for them 15 years.
Hey, look, like this here, man. You respect Pat more than I do. That's all I got to say.
I'm saying you make it seem like you didn't want Pat here.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Somebody else.
I thought he was going to be the beginning of something new. But once I looked at his career, man, he ain't do jack.
The man that made the playoffs 15 times out of 15 years, and you wanted something more?
Yes. And I wanted a title.
We should have won 94. 94 is the best chance.
Sit here and say
you couldn't even beat Houston when Mike was gone, but then you knocked off Chicago, but then you couldn't beat Houston.
So here's the thing,
I don't blame Starks for that.
You can argue 95 you could have won.
2 for 18?
Nah, we're going to lose to Houston anyway, 95.
2 for 18. 2 shots.
But
out
look,
of 18 attempts.
Hey, look at here. Guess what Hey, look, did you see the documentary of Pat Riley? What he said? Game 6. If it wasn't for Game 6, you wouldn't have had a 7.
But guess what? We did.
Well, at the same
Who
time,
did Game 6?
Olajuwon did
In
block John
Game
Starks'
7,
3.
you ain't show up. Where's you at, John? I can't find you anywhere.
Hey, look, guess what?
Has anyone seen John
Hey, look.
Starks?
You kept on passing me the ball, right? I'm a gunner. I'm a shoot. I missed that day. But look here, guess what? I went down with. Look. No disrespect. I went down with John Starks on that game because I felt him.
Well, you was on the Titanic.
But look, guess what? But guess who I didn't feel? Hey, guess who could have demanded the ball anytime? Because I seen Patrick do it the whole season. You took the ball out of John Starks' hand. But look, to me, I think that Pat remembered college when Houston beat him. And he ain't want none of that smoke. And I still live by that to this day. I don't blame him because if Starks had to take the shot and you the number 1 pick, you think Jordan, you think that Pippen would have been taking those shots? I'd rather for Pat go 2 for 18, 19, then Starks, but you get the ball out of his hands. If you feel as though Game 7, Starks won Game 6.
What they got to do in Game 7? Why you keep talking about Game 6? Nothing to do with Game 7.
Look, you my best player. I gave you Game 6. Now it's up to you. Take the ball out of my hands. If you can do something better than what I was doing. Look, you a 12-time All-Star. Now you really listening to the coach.
John Starks
Jordan didn't listen.
Than Patrick Ewing.
And guess why? Because you didn't take the ball out of my hands as the best player.
John Starks should have been smart enough to be like, I ain't got it. Here you go,
No.
Pat.
So the second dude, so you're not an alpha.
What that guy?
You're not an
John
alpha.
Starks is a dummy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You can blame everything on that, but you got to look at it like this here. If I came in the huddle, I told John Starks, you better not shoot that ball no more. If you ain't passing it, you ain't in the game. And I looked at Pat Riley, like Michael Jordan, looked at those players and said, look, we need to win this. We thought we won the title after we knocked out Chicago without Mike. Man, they should have never even went 7 games. Pat was supposed to finish that in 5. Look, Starks carried it to 6. Game 7? Nah, man. Hey, you giving Patrick Ewing more than what he deserves.
So let me get this straight, right?
Are we still talking about Game 6?
No! We ain't talking about no games. Who cares about Game 6? We're talking about Game 7. Game 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In Game 7, after you started the game 0 for 11, you used to be like, you know what, Pat, I think you need to take it from him. I ain't got it tonight.
I gotta tell you that.
Yo, Pat.
Really?
What Pat Riley? Bring in Hubert Davis. I ain't got it tonight. Hubert, come in the game.
No, Pat, I'm the number 1 pick. Every ball better come to me or it's gonna be a problem. Pat ain't do that. Pat took what was acceptable. That's why, look, controversy, Fulio, I got one.
That is a ridiculous take.
Nah, you the number 1 dude.
So okay,
I don't care that he went 2 for 18.
How about this? How about Pat Riley? How about you design some plays for how about you come out of timeout and get some plays?
Design some plays.
How about
you really said design some plays?
Can I chime in on this issue?
How about you write some plays for Pat to get going?
Let me chime in on this real quick. So I just want to say that I understand where Rob is coming from, right? I don't completely agree, but I do understand where he's coming from. But here's the thing. Just because you're the best player on the team doesn't mean you can't use the people around you, number 1. Number 2, in that Game 7, how they got to Game 7 and how they got to up until that point, it was because of what Starks was doing too. So you can't just all of a sudden in Game 7 stop all of that. Even though he's missing shots, shooters got to shoot, bro. You got to keep shooting until you're able to, you know what I'm saying, until you're able to make that shot. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. It was a terrible game from John Starks. He missed like a bunch of shots that he normally was making, but you can't go away from it. But it was a
close game, even though it doesn't matter what Starks was doing. It was a close game.
So if John Starks had a
Patrick never even tried to take over.
If he had a normal shooting game,
the Knicks win. They win that series.
I don't need you, John Starks, to be a superstar. I just need you to have a normal shooting game.
Let me ask you a question.
You will take 18 shots.
You think that? No, this is what I say about that. You think that if Jordan seen Pippen struggling 1 for 8, that he wouldn't have took over the game? Oh, you don't get no more shots.
I love Patrick Ewing.
Ewing Jordan would have took the ball out of his hand.
$100,000. And as a reason I'm on Knicks at night right now is because of Patrick Ewing. Let me tell you something about this. But let me tell you about this. There is nobody comparable to Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And it's unfair for you to sit
if Bernard was on that team, if Bernard was on that team,
why did Pat do it?
Look, I tell you just like this here. If Bernard King was on that team at that same point, neither one of them would have had the ball. Neither one of them would have had the ball.
And we would have lost the game by a lot more.
No. Hey, look, you better check out Bernard a little bit before your time. You better look at him before you talk about him.
In his 2.5 seasons with the New York Knicks,
he been there it wasn't no 2.5 seasons.
Well, technically it was because he was hurt. He was hurt for the
2.5.
But he's still on the team.
Come on.
Did he do anything?
Hey, look, I tell you just like this here.
Worthy.
Who did Michael Jordan take the scoring title from?
Why are you comparing everybody to Michael Jordan?
And what year are you talking about?
His first scoring title? Jordan.
Yes, his first scoring title.
Here's Bernard King, yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, Bernard King.
Jordan,
so, look,
this man else. Why you keep putting Michael Jordan and everybody else?
Hey, look, man. Look.
Jordan, everybody else.
To me, look, you put this as a hot take. Look, hot take. Oh, to me, Pat was weak.
Oh, Lord.
He didn't deliver.
I love it. What
is happening?
He didn't deliver.
57
he made a whole bunch of fans. Hey, look. Knick he ain't the greatest Knick. He is not the greatest Knick.
What?
Clyde is the greatest Knick.
Who's the New York Knicks all-time leader in points?
It doesn't matter. That don't make you the greatest.
All-time leader in rebound.
Does not make you the greatest.
Played, games won.
Hey, look. Where the rings at, bro? Clyde got 2.
So if that's the case, Dick Barnett is better than Patrick Ewing.
Well, look, that's what you said.
You just said where the rings at. Dick Barnett got 2 NBA championships with the Knicks.
Hey, look,
does that make Dick Barnett better than Patrick Ewing?
Clyde distribute. No, look, you brought up Dick Barnett. I say Clyde, Monroe. He about third. He about fourth. He Reed. Then he go.
I love Earl the Pearl, but Earl the Pearl didn't play his prime. Was he even with the Knicks?
Look, Dewey got a ring with him.
So he got 1 ring. So let me
get this got 2.
Let me get this straight. A team with 3 Hall of Famers. Let me get this straight. Let me repeat that again in case you didn't hear me. A team that had 3 Hall of Famers. 1, 2, 3. That played together. You saying those 3 Hall of Famers are better than a man who carried a team by himself?
He ain't carrying nobody. Everybody was carrying. Look, hey, look, man, calm down, bro. Everybody was carrying by themselves at that time.
Who was carrying
at that time? Pippen got drafted to the Bulls. Mike carried that franchise.
No. Why you keep talking about Mike?
Okay, let me give you another team. Hey, look, okay.
Why
Bill
you keep
Walton.
talking about Mike like he a regular
Bill Walton.
like Mike a regular cat? Mike is
Bill
not a regular
Walton.
cat.
Hey, look, Bill Walton got drafted to the Portland Trailblazers from UCLA, and he won a ring. So therefore,
Loaded.
who they loaded with?
What? Oh my goodness.
Tell me. Yeah, exactly. You can't. So be quiet. Let me continue on.
Are we doing this right now?
Look, we ain't got to mention. Look, we don't got to mention Mike when we talk about rings. We don't have to mention Mike. But
I think what this comes down to, I think that, you know, we talk championships. I think that's what it's about, right? I think we all can agree on that. And if you look at Patrick Ewing as far as championships are concerned, I think that's what he's missing. That's what he's missing in the whole conversation. Guess what he's missing.
This is what Pat missed to me. Hey, I watched those games. I seen every game. I watched it coming down to North Carolina from New York. I got put out of houses because of the Knicks when Chicago won and whatever. But look, I was fine with it. I left with the money. I'm good with it. But when I looked in Pat's eyes from what I seen at Georgetown, and then when I seen when St. John, look, I've been looking at Pat a long time. You know, before he even got there. Walter Berry, look, Pearl Washington, Syracuse, St. John's, Georgetown rivalry. So I've been watching him before he even got to the pros. And one thing about him that I seen, the arrogance I thought was going to cost him. And then the passing the buck. I seen that in him. I seen him pass the buck. Now, I know everybody love him. This is my take on him. I'm 55 years old. This is my take on him. I seen it, and I didn't like it. I didn't like what he did when Villanova beat him. I know when Houston beat him, how they laid down in the chairs. Look at the end of the game when they was cutting down the nets, how John Thompson had to make them come back outside. And they sitting in the chair all slaggedy, like it was all about them. Y'all got one ring. Y'all the fan. Y'all was like the what's the name of that? The only one ring. Michigan. You was just like you was an earlier version of Michigan. You was too proud of yourself to really get down and do something. And then it didn't happen. So I can feel you, Kev, the way you look at them. You caught them at another level. But the way I looked at them and the way they came in, 1-2 versus Ralph Sampson versus Patrick Ewing. You lost that one. Okay. Then you're supposed to win 4 rings. You only got 1. You know what I'm saying? But you there all the time. And then you had that arrogance. Everybody else on that team,
so you a Carolina team that, again, had a different cat. I don't know if you're mention his name. A different cat. And James Worthy. I'm not even going to mention Sam Perkins. But that's all right, because Valentino should have beat them, right?
I tell you just like this here, man. I don't care nothing about that, but I seen that the dude passed the ball to the wrong thing, to the wrong person. That's why they lost.
What do we do? Why are we going in circles?
Hey, Kev, look.
Let me ask you a question. If you look at every NBA championship team, right, every single one of them had at least 2 Hall of Fame players on them. Minimum 2. Name somebody else in the Hall of Fame that played in those 15 years.
Let me tell you something.
No, Rob.
I tell you, I go back to the Detroit team.
One other Hall of Fame player that played with Patrick Ewing in them 15 years he had a Knicks jersey on. I'll wait.
That don't even matter. You know why? Because at the time they were good players. Look, Scottie Pippen got on the 50 best. Not just to me, Scottie Pippen is not a Hall of Fame player. He's a Hall of Fame player because of Michael Jordan.
No. Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Hey, look, let me ask you a question, Fulio. When he left Chicago, look, Fulio, when he left Chicago, what did he do?
Is
Scottie Pippen was legit on Portland. He was legit. He wasn't. He wasn't
he got punked on Portland.
Regardless of what you think,
he got punked on Portland.
Rob.
He got punked on Portland.
Forget Portland. Forget Houston.
He got punked on Portland.
Scottie Pippen,
Kobe used to look for him.
Naismith Basketball Hall
A 22-year-old player used to look for you. He had Michael's trainer, and he used to look for him.
Am I on mute? Can y'all hear me?
Good night, y'all. You want to sleep? I'll be listening, though. Good night. Y'all take care. Go Knicks, all right?
Yes or no? Is Scottie Pippen in the Basketball Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Enough said. It ain't the.
Do he belong there?
It's not called the Hall of Very Good.
Hey, look, he is only there because they got 6 rings.
Oh, Lord.
What did he do when Mike wasn't there?
Let me ask you a question. Robert Horry got 7 rings. Is he in the Hall of Fame? Nope.
He eventually get there.
He ain't getting there.
Yeah, he is. Big Shot Bob will be there.
No, it's called the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Very Good. Just because you got 7 NBA championships, don't mean you making it.
He gonna get there. I think that Horry gonna get there.
Are y'all ready?
Because guess what? Horry was the reason. Horry and Sam Cassell was the reason why the Knicks lost to Houston.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Can you hear me?
We just said yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure. So I was down. I was talking to the people in the chat. And you know what they want?
What they want?
They want a roll call. That's what the chat wants.
Give them what they want.
Chat wants a roll call.
Doing that. I'm about to go get something to drink.
The chat wants a roll call. So let's give the chat a roll call. Let's start it off. Andre Bryant was good. I see you, bro. Brad Johnson is in the building. That Beck is here. Hadouken Sharon is here. My man Chris Chang in the building. Chris Chang, Long Island Sound 1 is here. Long Island Sound 1 is here. Alton Lee is here. Alton Lee is still rocking with us. Yo, Elvis Inteza is still here. David Jackson got the orange and blue in the building. Yellow and blue. They got it all going on. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Long Island Sound is in the building.
Block 53 is here. Block 53 is here. Salute to Block 53. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all wanted the roll call. Y'all got the roll call, and it's about to go down. It is still going. Nate Tate, roll call. You already know. I see you, brother. Now, I don't know what that is right now because I can't read it, but thanks for the thumbs up, bro. I can't even say that.
Yo,
is that a different language?
Dark City, you gonna hang around for a little while, or are you gonna?
Yo, I'm good for like give me like 20 more minutes. I'm good.
All right.
Hey, Freezy. Freezy, what you think about my take on Ewing?
I didn't hear it all.
Oh, I went in on them. They ain't gonna like me on my take, but I stick by it. I got references. I got eyesight to what I've seen, and it's not a pretty picture. But look, he's still my dog, though. But I think that He ain't bite hard enough when we needed him to. He passed the buck. Like I said, I'd rather for Ewing to have went 2 for 18 than Starks.
Right. No, I feel you. I feel you.
You know, but yeah. Kev done ran off. I chased all the Ewing fans away. But I still love dude.
Yeah.
He's still my guy.
Kevin's
But
gonna be all right. You know what he's doing? He's doing this. He's breathing easy right now.
Yo,
and hopefully
I got my hands full putting something together. I'm listening, but I'm putting something together right now.
Okay, yeah. Do your thing.
Yeah, Frieza's gonna come out. Frieza's gonna come out with something dope tomorrow, yo. Like, I can feel it. My force powers is telling me. What's good? Yo, Rob, you can hear me still?
No doubt. Hey, look, I got a question for you.
What's up?
What's your let me see. Look, I'm gonna change it for you. What do you think we need to build a championship team? I ain't talking about no top 4. Do you feel as though we heading in the right direction?
Yeah, bro. Well, how could we not be heading in the right direction?
Nah. You just can't. Look. Hey, look. Hey, look. My dad always told me this here. Common sense ain't that common. Now, what you're talking about is common sense, but common sense ain't really that common.
No.
So when you look at the situation, what do you think right now, not that we need right now, do you think that this team deserves, from what Leon Rose and them put together from day one, and they said, look, this is the team we're going to rock with. If we're going to see something to help during the season, we're going to do it. But do you think that this team deserves to rock out this year?
Yeah, why wouldn't they? Listen, we pretty much got the same team that we had last year. We got a few extra pieces. This is not the same assembled team. We got a few extra pieces. You know what I'm saying? And the extra pieces that we got have produced tremendously. Alec Burks has produced tremendously. Nerlens Noel has produced tremendously. Derek Rose has came in.
Hey, no. You're not gonna come in like that. You ain't gonna come in like that. We all right. Listen to what you walked into. You're not gonna come in like that, just tearing up everything.
I'm coming in hot.
Yeah, no, you coming in not listening.
You don't even know what the conversation is about, and you trying to come in hot.
Yep, hot.
Why? You don't even know what the conversation is about.
What is this conversation about?
All right, now. So with that being said, my next question to you, City, is this here. You think that the players like, okay, you got you got Reggie there. Okay, you got all right, you got Bert. Do you think as a rookie, you got Randle there, you think as a rookie and you're winning games that they can learn behind these players that's already playing ahead of them, no matter what you've been drafted? Do you think that these players that's behind them are learning in the Tibbs system?
Yeah, because you listen, each one teach one, and every young player learns from a vet. Like, you don't just automatically come in and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you learn stuff from the vets. So yes, these guys, do they learn stuff from the veterans? Absolutely, you have to. The veterans paved the way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look, All right. So with the pandemic going on and everything that was been going on this year, and these players are learning, do they really have to, just because you was a top pick, do you really just have to go out there and make all the mistakes, or you make all the mistakes in practice, and then when you get on the floor, there's no mistakes? Do you agree with something like that?
No, because I feel like whether it's practice or it's in game, you're gonna make mistakes regardless. The veteran players do it, the young players do it, old players do it. It doesn't matter about the mistakes because you're gonna do
Okay.
that regardless.
So you're gonna trust.
I'm just being honest and I'm being real.
Oh
You're
yeah, no
gonna
doubt,
do
no doubt.
that.
Look. This is your interview. This your interview, Dog Vader. I'm the one just giving it to you. Dog Vader, there's no one greater. So therefore, I got more questions for you. So therefore, with that being said, if you are a high round draft pick, do you have to would you put the pressure on the organization or yourself to have to perform in the first year when you're winning games?
No, because listen, you've been through the pressure before. It's not as much as what it was like, on the NBA level. Like, you know what I'm saying? But these guys, they face pressure in college. Like, you get what I'm saying? They face the pressure. But it's not like I said, it's not NBA level pressure, but they do still face it. So either way, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to come in and say this. Listen, it's not about the pressure. I just need to continue to work, do what I need to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And play my game. That's all you need to do. As a young player coming in the NBA, all you need to do is work, get better, play your game. Like, you know what I'm saying? And listen to
You
your
went out.
coaches. Am I still out? Am I still out?
No, you good.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. No, Rob said I went out. So I was just like, oh, snap. Okay. I thought nobody could hear me. I thought I was having a meltdown again with like the last time. You know what I'm saying? When my internet was bad, I was having a meltdown and nobody couldn't hear me. And then I started wilding out. So I was able to get back on. If y'all can hear me, cool. Good.
What in the dickens? All I heard was Alec Burks.
Yes, you came in, you chimed in at the wrong time. We were talking about the veterans and stuff like that. Whatever.
Boo.
But it wasn't, it wasn't nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing that, like, you know what I mean? That wasn't nothing super to get super excited about. Like, you know what I'm saying? We were just building.
Building what?
Well, I was getting interviewed, I should say.
Like Barbara Walters?
Kinda. Something like that.
On a side note, is Barbara Walters still alive or is she dead? I think Barbara Walters is dead.
I don't know, bro. That's a good question. I have no idea.
Hey, Chet, is Barbara Walters still alive? I don't know. We should probably Google that.
Yes, Chris Shane, Kev did say that. And you know what? That is a word that I have not heard since my grandma said it.
What?
When you said, what in the dickens is going on right now? You know what? Yeah, that's a word my grandma would say when, you know what I'm saying, when she came in the house and the living room was all messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we had the toys all over the living room. She come in the house. What in the dickens is going on? Like, I got, like, yo, bro, you took me back for a minute.
Well, that's the thing that I say. What in the dickens?
I salute to that. You took me back for a minute.
Anywho, someone said yes. Someone said that she is alive. Thank you, Mind Motivation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's alive and kicking, ain't she? 91. Like Betty White. I can't believe Betty White's still alive. She's still getting that Golden Girl money. Betty White is still getting that Golden Girl money. The only one. That means all the royalties is going to her.
Right.
Think about that for when you went a little bit, because they still airing the Golden Girls on TV right now.
Right.
That's that money. Anyways, what else would you like to talk about? My Knicks brother in the city for real. Like, it's just the host of the Knicks tonight, right now, going strong at 2:19 in the morning.
Wait, do we play tomorrow or Saturday?
We play Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Against the Toronto Raptors or the Tampa Raptors or whatever. Are they going by Toronto still, even though they're playing in Tampa?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because if I'm in Tampa, I'm like feeling disrespected.
What?
Like, y'all playing in our city and y'all can't even at least go by Tampa this year? Y'all own city don't even want y'all right now.
Bro, they will have to listen. They will have to go through mad merchandise changing and all of that type of stuff. Like
more money. Think
about
bro.
That. All right, more money. No, you gonna be spending more money. You tell me who gonna be buying a Tampa Raptors jersey.
Everybody in Florida.
Nah, bro.
Everybody in Florida gonna be buying Tampa Raptors jerseys.
I don't see that. I don't see that.
Listen, everybody.
Why would everybody in Florida buy Tampa Raptors jerseys when Florida already has two teams?
They ain't got a team in Tampa. That's a collector's item right there. That's a collector's item.
I'm asking a question.
Collector's item. Like, if you got like a Boston Braves jersey, the Braves don't play in Boston, but that's a throwback. That's a collector's. You want that Boston Braves jersey. Like, you got a Brooklyn Dodgers jersey or a New York Giants jersey or a New York Football Titans jersey or a Houston Oilers jersey. Think about that for a second when you think who's going to want them Tampa Raptors jerseys. Everybody. Chris Chang is in Florida. Are you retired? Because only people I know the new Brad Johnson, you are right. And the New Jersey Nets. Think about that. The New Jersey Nets is a throwback jersey now. I'm about to go out and get me that Kerry Kittles throwback. Who want that Keith Van Horn? I remember he played with the Knicks. I was like, God, Keith Van Horn. Have we really reached this low? Did we really reach that low when we rocking Van Horns? And we thought we was doing something with Keith Van Horn. Did we get Keith Van Horn the year when we were supposed to have McDice? Like, when was Keith Van Horn here? I gotta look that up. Does anybody know? Because I could have sworn that was like the Antonio McDice years. When we had Keith, it might have been a little bit after. Look, Van Horn. So we had Keith Van. Oh God, I'm looking at this roster. Woo, ooh, ooh, Jesus, man. Oh Lord. Charlie Ward was still on this team. Ooh, Vin Baker. God almighty. Here's a name for many of you Knicks fans that don't remember. Michael Doliak.
I remember Michael Doliak, and I remember Vin Baker, the bread maker.
Oh wow! What he was eating? He was eating a lot of bread. That's about
Listen,
it. Vin
it
Baker looked
sounded
like he
cool.
ate the bread maker.
Listen, it sounded cool when I said it.
How was you like 8? The only thing Vin Baker did was eat the bread maker. I don't know who was bigger, Vin Baker or Mo Vaughn. I don't know.
I would say Mo Vaughn easily.
Maybe.
That's like asking. That's like asking who was bigger, Cecil Fielder or Mo Vaughn.
That's a big question. That's the big one too. Who else on this? Howard Isley, and he know not one of the Isley brothers. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. We got a phone call. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Anyways, what's going down, chat family? What's going on, chat family? It's your boy, Dar City, here in the building. You know what I'm saying? I gotta spin it now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta spin it now. My Derek Fisher is on a phone call right now. Y'all know what I mean? He's on a phone call right now. My Derek Fisher is on a phone call right now. That's okay, because we good. We here. Like, you know what I mean? We here. So guess what? Darth City is gonna talk to the chat until Hoodie Cap gets back. What is going on? What is going on, chat family? Are y'all good? Y'all still feeling this 8-game win streak that we on? Can we make it 9? If y'all believe we can make it 9, put some thumbs up in the chat, man. Put some thumbs up in the chat if y'all believe we can make it 9 in a row. 9 in a row? Let me see those thumbs up for that. I believe we can make it. I think RJ, well, remember when we said Julius Randle was going on his revenge tour? RJ just might have a coming home tour. You know what I'm saying? A coming home tour. Saturday. Let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Put those thumbs up in there if y'all believe we can get that 9-game win streak. Put those thumbs up in there. I see y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Chris Chang is a believer. You know what I'm saying? My motivation is a believer. Hide and seek is a believer. Ivy, is a believer. How many more people believe? Brad Johnson said, yo, we can't get too far ahead. Listen, bro, I feel you. But we're not getting too far ahead. I'm just asking a question. How many of y'all believe that we can get this 9th game in a row? That's all I'm asking. Julian Blum is a believer. Hey, y'all remember what I said the other day when I said teamwork makes the dream work? Put those thumbs up in the chat. Teamwork makes the dream work. We can get that 9-game. We can get that 9-game winning streak. 19 comment. Are you a believer? Justin King, I see you down in the chat. Are you a believer? I'm going to call y'all out to see if y'all believers or not. As soon as I see a message, I'm calling y'all out to see if y'all believers or not. Okay? Because this is what we doing right now. Justin King said, hell yeah, with the 2 days off. 2 days off of rest. Let's go. That's all we need. Oh, man, hold on. Let Dark City get closer.
What has happened? What did I walk back into? You better not be talking about Alec Burks.
Oh, you missed it, bro. You was on the phone call. You missed it.
What did I miss?
Everybody in the chat was talking about Burks. They were talking about how Burks was doing this, doing that. You missed it.
Thank God I missed that.
It's messed up. You should have been here.
I'd rather talk about Howard Isley. That's what I want to talk about.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I was asking the chat if they believe if we can hit that 9-game win streak. So I was telling them to put the thumbs up in the chat if they were believers. And we had a few believers, and I take it, we had a few non-believers. A lot of non-believers.
Othello Harrington was also on that team.
Oh my God. Wow.
Othello Harrington.
Wow. Othello Harrington. Wow. That is a name I haven't heard in eons. I can't even use the force to remember that name right now.
Yes. Yes. Who else is on this team? Mutombo.
Dikembe, yeah.
Tim Thomas.
Yep.
Penny Hardaway.
Yep.
Nazir Muhammad. Shandon Anderson.
Yep.
Clarence Witherspoon.
Yep.
Moochie Norris.
Oh, I don't remember that game.
Wow, yeah. Yeah. Mike Sweetney.
But I remember Chris Dudley.
No, but Chris Dudley was on this team. He was replaced by Michael Doliak.
And I remember my guy, Herb Williams.
Who was it? Houston was on it. Leader of the team, Stephon Marbury. Also, how can we not forget Kurt Thomas?
Oh, yeah. Crazy
Kurt Thomas, everybody. Kurt Thomas.
Kurt Thomas was crazy eyes before they tried to call Bobby Porter's crazy eyes.
Man. And that is your 2003, 2004 New York Knicks. Wow. That is amazing. Let's look at the 2004, 2005 team. What did we go through? Head coach Lenny Wilkins.
Yo, wait, who was our coach before Lenny?
I think it was Herb Williams. Don Chaney. Woo.
Was it? Wait, what?
Woo, Don Chaney.
Don
Chaney. And Herb Williams.
Wasn't Herb like an assistant coach?
He was. Herb Williams was the assistant coach for a while. Anyway, let's look at this next team. Who was on this? The 2014 or 2005. Marbury, a young, wet behind the ears, Jamal Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
Still had Penny Hardaway, Houston, Tim, Nazir.
Is that when we had Stevie franchise?
No. We had Malik Rose. A rookie. Think about this. Think how long ago this was. We had a young Trevor Ariza.
Wow.
Trevor Ariza is the only player that's still playing. 16 years later. Think about that for a second. And we had him when he was wet behind the ears. Jerome Williams. I don't even know who that is. I literally don't know who Jerome Williams is.
Yo, wasn't he like a power forward or something?
God, I don't know. Was he that bald dude?
I can't, yo, I swear, yo.
He was. He was
That's
that
my
bald
word.
dude.
That's my word. I can't remember, but I thought he was like a power forward for us.
He was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Yo. Oh man, we turning back the clock right now.
Yes. Nick P, he was known as a junkyard dog. Woo. Ooh, I forgot all about it. Oh man. Mo Taylor.
Hey, Boost Mobile, I see you.
Jameson Brewer. Who is Jameson Brewer? Who is this?
Who?
Exactly. Who is that? Somebody named Bruno Sundov.
Oh yeah, no, I have no idea. I have no idea who that dude is.
Who the hell is Bruno Sundov?
Yo, I have no clue who that dude is.
Who is? Can someone please tell me who is Bruno Sundov? Wow.
Brad Johnson said Bo Diddley.
I don't know.
Did we actually have a guy named that? Did we have a? Yo, listen, I'm not the
if
best.
We had a guy named Bruno
names.
Sundov, we probably had somebody named Bo Diddley.
Yo, did we legit have somebody named that? Y'all let me know.
A 2005-2006 season, Larry Brown's lone season. And oh, was it lone and bad and lonely. Led by City for Real's main man, Steve Francis.
Wait a minute. Just because I gave him an honorable mention, you don't gotta say that's my main man.
That is your main man, Stevie Franchise.
Jesus. What a
man. Bro, you got 86 people at 2:37 in the morning. What do the likes look like? I know the likes gotta be at 100. I know the likes gotta be at 100.
I listen, Frieza. I'll tell you like this right now. I can't even see right now. I mean, I can see.
I got us at like 70, 68. But to be honest with you, and to be fair, we really haven't been part about pushing the likes tonight. I'll blame the point guard for that. But everybody, you got 86 people in the chat. 87. Let's get them likes up. Are we talking about?
Do Darth City need to come unglued?
Yes, because I'm talking about Matt Barnes on the New York Knicks. Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes. Listen, do I need to tell y'all what to do before y'all step in the building? Do I need to do that? Listen, I don't even want to raise my voice tonight. I am trying to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save all my energy for game day, but y'all trying to make me break out the energy when it's not a game day.
Bam.
Is this what we doing tonight? Can y'all get those likes up?
City, I thought you and Hoodie Cav were like 100 likes a night. I thought that's what was going on. I thought that was because at one point last week we were like 100 likes a night, like 2 nights in a row or something. The momentum was crazy. I don't know what happened.
Oh, it'll get there. I'm not worried about it.
Well, like I said, the point guard hasn't been pushing the likes tonight. We just been just ranting. Right now we're talking about obscure former Knicks players.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's amazing Do you remember Bruno Sundov?
No.
No.
Exactly. And he was on the team for 3 years.
Wait, what years was that?
Wow. I
What
bet you
years
don't.
was that?
Huh?
What years was that?
I'm assuming from like 03, 04, and 05. Yeah.
Oh man. I'm
Who
assuming.
remembers? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say. I think the Knicks money driving the money is gonna double the likes that the Knicks at Night podcast is getting right now.
If y'all can get 140 likes in the morning, you let me know. We're at
Easy.
70 right now.
Easy.
And you got to think about this. It's 2:40 in the morning.
Right.
And we have 85 people watching.
That's exactly. That's okay.
I mean, I know the likes are cool, but at 2:40 in the morning to have 85 people watching is a tribute.
Well, it depends, man. Hey, so if y'all like what y'all hear, subscribe to the channel, man. Smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Show some love for Dog City and Hoodie Kev. You know what I mean? Show some love for the Knicks at Night podcast. You know what I'm saying? We want to continue to bring y'all dope content. You know what I'm saying? Rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks Morning Drive will be on at 8:45 a.m. sharp. You know what I'm saying? Your man, yours truly, Uncle Frieza will be in the place to be, representing for Knicks Nation. You know what I'm saying? Getting your day started off right before your coffee and your cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Frieza will be up talking Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Bringing that energy as usual. Hey, and you know what? Hey, and Hoodie Kev, I ain't gonna lie to you. I legit think I might be rocking with the KMD more so than the Knicks at Night podcast. I think I'm feeling it. You know, I have always been team Knicks at Night podcast because this is the original. Like they say in reggaeton, like they say in dance hall, this is an original. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I'm really feeling that you know what I'm saying, that KMD, bro. I'm really feeling that Knicks want to drive, bro.
So, Uncle Freeze, I don't know if you've been feeling the watching or listening tonight, right? So, Hoodie Kev is all on his positive vibes tonight, right? And I mentioned one of a classic movie. Again, if you're in the chat and you haven't seen The Weekend at Bernie's 2, check it out. Hilarious.
Yo, we got to dance for that. You know how to do the Weekend at Bernie's dance?
I was doing it earlier. I don't think anyone even noticed what I was doing.
Yeah, we got to dance for that, bro.
I promise you, I was doing it, and nobody even knows that I probably even knew what I was doing. But yes, I was like, because you know that the reggaeton beat that he was dancing to in that. I have had that song in my head like all day.
Wow.
Where it came from, I don't know. But it's just there. And I'm like, why am I thinking about the song from Weekend at Bernie's 2 that made Bernie dance? Because Lord knows I haven't seen that movie in a good 15 years.
Yeah,
well, I told you to do the dance, and you said you couldn't do it.
Huh? No, you said sing the song. No, you said sing the song, and I said it's not a song to sing. It's just a beat.
Well, how does the beat go?
Oh man, I can't even. It's a reggae kind of beat because they were in like the island somewhere. They were supposed to be on vacation. No, how did that movie go? I don't think they were on vacation. Well, how about, have you seen Weekend at Bernie's?
No, I've seen the first one, not the second one.
Oh Lord, City, you're letting me down. How you see the first one but didn't see the second one?
I'm just saying, I saw the first one, not the second one.
Listen, when we get off this chat, I need you.
Look,
I need you. When we get up, listen.
Wait, no,
Listen,
hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about me, right? I'm not a big movie watcher, but what I do is I pull out my 2 telescopes every time it's a clear night, and I stargaze and I look at the planets. I do my astronomy stuff, whatever. That's what I do. And I
This
will
has
take
nothing
that.
to do
I will
with
take
the
that. I
daytime.
will take that. Hold on. I will take that over watching a movie any day, all day, every day.
Let me get my pillow because you about to put me to sleep with that.
That's okay. I'm just saying.
I'm
So
getting a
so I'm
knapsack.
in I'm into I'm so I'm gonna draw a parallel, right? So I'm into like astronomy stuff also. Like I love science, right? Like I'm a science, but I used to tell y'all stories about how when I was a little kid, like when I was 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, my parents used to just put me in front of PBS, and I used to watch PBS from like the morning, from like Sesame Street all the way through like Electric Company in the afternoon, and then during that time there would be shows on like Nova and shows like that I got addicted to when I was a little shorty, like when I was little, and I still watch them joints right now, like 50 years later. You know what I'm saying?
So
Still, like,
if I may
Oh,
ask the
yo,
question,
Frieza.
what is Electric Company?
oh my goodness, you don't know? Okay, I can't explain it to you.
Yo, Freezy, did you get the link to the app that I sent you?
Yep, I got it. I got it.
Did you try it?
No, I hadn't tried it yet, man, bro. You know how
Oh,
many? Yo, legit, I clicked on it. When I clicked on it, um, I messed around and had a telephone call with CP the artist, and
okay.
that took me into a telephone call with Dark City, and then that took me into a telephone call with Hoodie Cav, and so I didn't get a chance to.
Right. Bro, it's dope, man. It's dope. But yo, listen, man. What time? Okay. Oh, wow. So listen, I gotta get up in about 4 hours. So I'm gonna have to
Just
listen,
hey, just piece them up. Me and Hoodie Cav hang out for a few
right?
minutes, cause I
Right.
legit
Bro,
have to talk to him about Iron Man.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So yo, Hoodie Kev, shout out to you, bro. You already know. Let me do my Darth City salute. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Uncle Freezy. Shout out to everybody watching, everybody that's gonna watch. But Darth City is out. I gotta get up here in a couple of hours. So I will see y'all. You already know. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We back on. We live and direct. Yo, salute to my chat family. I love y'all. I'll holla at you guys tomorrow, man. All right.
You know, I'm still trying to figure out what this Electric Company is. I am so amazed. Like when I was a kid, I used to watch of course, it was Sesame Street. Sesame Street been on since whenever. Um, I used to rock. My joint used to be the Magic School Bus with Miss Frizzle. Listen, if they made a live action Magic School Bus in 2021, and I'm a 35-year-old grown man, I am going to see it opening night. I don't care. Yep, I said it.
Bro, I'm like 20 years older than you, bro. That's crazy. That's bananas. I feel every time you say that, you make me feel like an old man.
You know,
I
your
think we need to keep ages off the show.
age, as Aaliyah once said, age ain't nothing but a number. You know, I don't know if you, like I said, we was talking about tonight our Knicks favorite moments and that we saw in our lifetimes. And our young brother Hadouken Sharon was like, I haven't seen that many good moments. And I'm like, wow, I am so sorry for that. You have struggled. G Money. The thing about G Money, I told her, I'm like, no, it's one thing to watch something like me. I remember I've seen a lot of basketball classics and highlights in my life, and I respect that. But it's also something about watching something that's live in the moment that I don't take for granted. People that's older than me, that saw when Dr. J went behind the backboard with a layup. I saw Magic's hook shot to win over the Celtics. I saw Willis Reed running through the tunnel. That was able to see Wilt Chamberlain drop 100. All those things that you see on like NBA classics and all that stuff. I don't take for granted, but there's also something about watching something in real time in the moment, not knowing what the next moment is going to bring. And even if you do know what it's going to bring, it's not that level of anticipation or excitement that you can get because you know what's about to happen. You can still get up for it. You can still like, oh man, I remember this and this is what's about to happen. But it's just something about that in the moment, that level of not knowing what's going on. I'm by myself, chat. Brad Johnson. Oh man. We should, everybody. Let's get them likes up. If you have not watched, if you have not hit that like button, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Everybody. Chris Chang, we should beat Toronto, which means yes, I believe that we're going to get 9 wins. No, for real. For real. What was I saying? But yes. So again, I remember being a kid, right? And being so excited about the Power Rangers movie, the first Power Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze. And I was like, oh, snap. Me and my friend John, I remember his dad let us go watch the movie by ourselves. He dropped us off at the movie theater. And we were so excited. We were going to go see the movie without any parents. And it's going to be cool. We felt like we were like big kids. And we were going to go see the Power Rangers. Power Rangers. And we saw the movie. And it was awesome. Mind you, this is 1995, 96. Awesome. I was like, yes, go Power Rangers. You mighty morphin Power Rangers. Now, mind you, this is 95, 96. So the movie ends, it's like 8, 9 o'clock. And we were like, I was like, John, does your dad know to come pick us up? It was like 8, 9 o'clock. And this is before cell phones, everybody. Okay, we weren't like 10-year-old kids rocking around with cell phones. No, that didn't happen in the 90s. We were like, how are we going to get up with dad? We're going to be lost forever. So we ended up having to walk up the street to the Taco Bell, and they let us use their phone to call my friend's dad so he can come pick us up. And that's my story about going to see the Power Rangers. Funnily enough, I saw that movie like last year, came on TV. And I was like, oh man, the Power Rangers movie. Like 25 years later, I'm going to watch this movie. So I sat down, not last year, and I watched the Power Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze again. And at the end of the movie, I thought to myself, only a 10-year-old kid in the 90s could like this movie because this movie is awful. What was I thinking 25 years ago? Brad Johnson, take care of my brother from down under. Manchild, Dat Beck. Really? I don't know that broke records. Wow. Juice. How old were you? Because that movie was probably rated R. So another thing, you know, yo, Elvis, I believe this team is, I've always said this team is good, right? I've always believed in this team. Do I think we're an elite team? No. Do I think that we're good? I believe that we're in the 5-6 range. I believe we're good enough not to have to play in the play-in tournament. But I don't think that we're like an elite team either. So I think that's where we are. Anyways, so what are the cartoons I grew up watching as a kid? So back then, Nickelodeon was like the ish. And of course, you had Rugrats. I don't know if there's ever been a cartoon show as good as Rugrats since. And then I remember later on, like maybe years later, they had to do like Rugrats all grown up, and it was awful. I think it lasted like a season. No, Rugrats. Then they had Doug Funny, his best friend Skeeter, and his would-be girlfriend Patty Mayonnaise. Hey Arnold. Rocco's Modern Life. Real Monsters. I was never a big Ren and Stimpy fan. It really wasn't about Ren and Stimpy like that. Also, that's when Nickelodeon had like All That and like The Secret Life of Alex Mack. Clarissa Explains It All. They had that Keenan and Kel show. Pete and Pete. This is one show about these kids that was like in space on this spaceship with like their two teachers, but I can't remember the name of it. Ghost Rider, and I'm not talking about Ghost Rider with like the dude with the head on fire. I mean Ghost Rider was like this little white ball that floated around and it solved mysteries with like these kids. Ghost Rider. Let me see. Then I kind of went like that's when like the CW came on. They had like Freakazoid and crap. They had like Freakazoid. Chat, help me out. What was the name? Oh. No, I don't, Chris Chang. I think here's the thing. If we fall to 6 and we had to play the Bucks, no, we're not beating the Bucks. Oh, 19 comment. Thank you. Captain Planet was also one of those shows. Pinky and the Brain. That's what I was thinking about. Pinky and the Brain. And what are we going to do tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every night. Try and take over the world. Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. Anyways, Space Ghost. Another good one. Space Ghost. Birdman. Johnny Quest. Oh man. You're taking me back now. But no, to what they were saying. No, we can't beat the Bucks. It depends if we fall in the 4-5 matchup, who we play. It might be an interesting thing. But I know we can't beat like the top 3. But I don't have to worry about playing 1 or 2 in the playoffs. But I don't think we want to be 6 to play Milwaukee. Yes, Doug. The Snorks. Chris Chang, really? The Snorks? Really? No. Hey Arnold was good. I said Rocco's Modern Life. Johnny Bravo. I never really liked Johnny Bravo, Julian Blum. Listen, Ghost Rider was that show for real. Now, Julian Blum, now you're talking. Darkwing Duck. When I tell you Darkwing Duck used to be my ish, Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. They had Tailspin. Scrooge McDuck. DuckTales. What's the show with Goofy and his son? What is the show with Goofy? Goof Troop. How can you forget about Goof Troop? Tailspin, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Now y'all is talking. God, I miss being a kid in the 90s. Like, these kids these days. Gargoyles, Robert Parr. I'm not gonna lie, Brad Johnson. I was big on the Smurfs. Big on them. Yes, so God, if you weren't a kid in the 90s, I feel sorry for you. Like, you missed a lot. I remember my mom taking us to Blockbuster, and they had to, like, you can only get like 2 tapes at a time. I would always get like Darkwing Duck and like either like Goof Troop or Tailspin or something. I remember when Men in Black had a cartoon. Oh man. Yeah. I actually miss Blockbuster. Not to lie to you. I used to love Fridays. My mom taking us to Blockbusters. Wow, Voltron. I haven't heard that in a while. Scooby Doo and Scrappy 2. Chat with who said that? You know this is the 90s. It's New York. 19 Con Man. Who are members the live action Super Mario Brothers movie? You can't tell me, you cannot tell me that movie wasn't made for the 90s. Live action Mario Brothers movie. I remember that movie like it was yesterday. Oh man. Chat, we was having too good of a time. Reminiscing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said about Power Rangers movie, if you watch the Power Rangers movie right now with Ivan Ooze, you'd be like, man, yes. You'd be like, man, this was such a great movie in the 90s. But now looking back on it, like, whoo, what was that? What was that? Wow, Chris Shane went to a whole nother level right now. We talking about cartoons, and he literally brought up NY Undercover. Really? Wow, Kylie Minogue. I haven't heard that name in I don't know how long. Cops. Yeah, I guess that is true, Brad Johnson. I guess she's a big deal for you. Is she still like performing down there or something? Because Lord knows she ain't been in the States in forever. There was a cat show with two brothers. Robert Parr, I don't even know what he's talking about. I'm not even lying to you. I don't even know what show that is. Oh man, 19 Con Man. You did not go there. Yes, I remember the Ghostbusters cartoon. Oh man, the Ghostbusters cartoon. I don't know what's better, the Ghostbusters cartoon or the Men in Black cartoon. But you know, Ghostbusters is Wildcats is good. Who remembers the Centurions? Centurions, anybody? Because if you know, then you know. If you know, then you know about the Centurions. Yes, sir. Oh man. These are good times. Good times. Julian Blum. I'm telling you. I'm trying to see what y'all talking about, chat. Chat. So it's 3:09 in the morning. We've been on for 2 hours and 55 minutes of action. And I would love to sit up here and, as Mary J. Blige once said, reminisce with y'all. Reminisce of the times we had. I don't even want to talk about music from the 90s because we might be on until Knicks Morning Drive starts up. And we can do that, chat. We can do it. I have called. I remember Plastic Man Julian Blum. I do. Chris Chang, thank you very, 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 very much. We do this for y'all for all the 61 people watching right now. It has been my great pleasure kicking it with you all tonight. I do this for you guys. I know I might come off sometimes a little over the edge, a little too passionate, a little too extreme. But, I do this for y'all. Because I'm trying to put on a show. I'm trying to put on something that y'all want to watch. And Chris Chang. So what Uncle Frieza is doing with the Lawrence Tears Debate League is he wants to get like an official belt with like the logo on it and everything and make it official. Kind of tweak the rules and the format a little bit. And then we're gonna get it on and popping. So we're gonna be doing that, and then we'll probably pick it up from there. I can't wait. I love to be able to battle somebody on a platform and see who wins on their merit. So I can't wait. And now that I have the chat kind of to myself, New Edition, greatest musical groups of all time. I want to see like New Edition.
My bad, bro. I got pulled to the side. Man. My bad. I wanted to jump on, but yeah, what happened to the chat? Oh, there it is. There it is. I didn't know what was going on. Man, I got pulled to the. It's crazy. Anyway, my bad. I didn't mean to leave you on the island.
No, me and Chet was in here kicking it about cartoons in the 90s.
Oh, literally. Cartoons in the 90s.
We was scroll up in the chat. We was going hard about cartoons in the 90s.
Wow.
We was bringing out some cartoons that you hadn't thought about in years. Like Goof Troop.
Oh my God, Goof Troop?
Yes, yeah. Goof Troop.
Oh yeah, that was a little bit past my prime right there, bro.
I bet you got kids, right?
Yeah.
I bet your kids are watching. Did you ever tell your kids on the weekends at Blockbuster and let them get 2 movies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, I bet your son was getting Goof Troop and like DuckTales and like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
A little bit of those maybe some. I think they but yeah, they like came along right after that. They like right about to turn 30. So those right there might be a little bit
like the Rugrats and Hey Arnold kids.
Yeah. Ben 10, American Dragon, all that stuff. Yes. Yeah. That was like right. That's in their wheelhouse. Jake Long, the American Dragon. Yeah.
We was in here going deep. We went back to like the Ghostbusters cartoon.
Ghostbusters. Wow. Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
Ghostbusters. Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, I remember Different Strokes. Brad Johnson said Different Strokes. I remember that. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah.
yes. But I was just saying, I'm about to say, I'm about to wrap it up because we're about to go into music in the '90s, and literally right before you came on, I had legit just said New Edition is one of the best groups ever. And how they're doing like these
You
versus
lying.
things.
You lying. Ain't nobody said no New Edition, no greatest, no nothing.
Listen.
New Edition so overrated, bro.
Oh God.
Hey, let's wrap up here because New Edition is overrated, bro. New
Are we
Edition.
serious right now? I literally just saw a versus with a bunch of guys on the stage whose age combined to be like 1,008.
Okay.
Okay. I just saw
Okay.
the Isley Brothers battle Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
Who thought that was going to be a good thing other than my grandma? I don't know.
But you know what though? At least they still together. New Edition wouldn't do nothing like that together.
They was just talking about going on tour a little while ago.
They was just talking about going on tour, but these dudes stay on tour.
That's because they've been doing the same thing for like 60 years, and if they stop, they die.
Right.
Legit, the
But New
Isley
Edition,
Brothers have been singing since the 50s.
right. Right. You know the first song they wrote is Twist and Shout.
Yes, and that song legit came out in the late 50s.
In the 50s, yeah.
Think
Right.
about that.
I'm not debating that, bro. What I'm saying is New Edition is overrated.
Wow. Really? Really? New Edition is one of the greatest male vocal groups of all time.
Did you just say vocal? And you said vocal without laughing just now.
What do you mean?
I just legit saw Bobby Brown get kicked off of The Masked Singer, and he sounded terrible. Bobby
Listen,
Brown sounded terrible. He just got kicked. How do you, if you Bobby Brown, how do you get kicked off a singing show? If you're a singer, you got kicked off a singing show, Bobby Brown. Really?
sometimes people's voices can get shot.
Guess who outlasted him? Guess who outlasted him? The twin from Tia and Tamara.
What?
Yes, she outlasted Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown is bro. Don't, man, please.
Bobby Brown is still one of the greatest entertainers the entertainment industry has ever laid witness to.
Right, he must be doing magic now. He must be doing magic now, because
your legacy is not defined by what you do right now, but it's a litany of what you have done.
Right, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. He is trash, bro. And then he ain't even in shape. Bobby Brown looked like the Black Santa Claus, bro. Bobby Brown looked like he swallowed New Edition.
Listen, Bobby probably wouldn't be on the next album with the guys. They might still leave. Bobby hasn't been on the album since '96.
Right.
Just saying.
Right.
So as they get the other, because as long as they got Ralph and Johnny is still making music.
I heard him.
Still dropping albums. Hits.
Nah, man. Yo.
Johnny Gibbs' last song, he had him singing. All of them still got it. Ricky, Mike, and Ronnie still got it.
Nah, bro. I listened to you know I'm a Belle Biv DeVoe fan, right? And
yes.
So I bought their last album, right? To me, Ronnie's voice sounds like it's in its prime. But Ricky, you can tell Ricky is old, and Mike is what he is. You know what I'm saying? But Bobby is washed. Ralph, his voice is gone, bro. He can't sing like a high tenor. Now that he a grandpa, bro. You can't. Yo, when he was 17, he was in his prime. But he be trying to hit them notes, and he in his 50s, bro. You singing Candy Girl right now, bro? Oh my God, you sound like a bro. Give it up.
Wow, really? That's what we doing? That's what we doing.
Bro.
You had like Ralph can't sing just because he can't hit the same notes. His notes are just different. They may not be the high tenor notes anymore, but his notes that he can hit,
they definitely
the low tenor notes, he can still hit with ease.
Right. Nah, you right. You right. But you know what though? It's not just him. It's also the young dude from 112. Remember that 112?
Slim, who ain't Slim no more.
Yeah. When I heard him sing, I was like, yeah, that high tenor is gone, bro. And you know who else? Have you heard Soul For Real lately?
They still making music?
Bro, don't waste your time, bro. don't wait. Soul For Real. Yeah.
Yeah, realize the lead singer of Soul For Real is literally like 14.
At the time.
When he did like my Candy Rain, he was like 14.
Right.
That was like almost 30 years ago.
Now he's 45, bro. now he's 45 and it don't sound cute no more. It
like,
does not sound cute. Yeah.
This is a Candy Storm.
Yes.
Yes. This is a monsoon. Yes. I mean, when you 40 and 50, you're not going to sound like you did when you was 18 to 22.
That's why you got to make new music that's appropriate for your voice.
Listen, we all can't be 80 years old talking about twist and shout.
Bro?
What is Ron Isley twisting? Nothing. He ain't twisting nothing. If Ron Isley twisted something, he gonna break something.
Probably two things.
He is not doing it. I guarantee Ron Isley is not doing the twist.
I guarantee you, Ron Isley. Did you see that hair dye he had in his hair? Dude, don't ever. So let me. I'm gonna give you alien advice to human beings. Right? So I'm an alien, right? This is my advice to human beings. Human beings, never dye your hair jet black. Because a human being's hair is never jet black. You know what I'm saying? And the older you get, your hair is. You may have jet black places in your hair, and it look natural, but your hair is never all over jet black. Because as soon as you go outside, weather is gonna turn your hair, bro. I mean, it's crazy. Ron Isley had. Come on, Ron Isley. Come on, bro. Rudy Giuliani.
Oh,
why are you dyeing your hair jet black, bro?
Rudy Giuliani was up there sweating out the dye.
Right. Come on, Rudy Giuliani. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about Ron Isley is Ron Isley still thought it was like 1955, like because that's how they used to have their hair slick.
Right.
They used to have a little curl in the front.
Right.
Ron Isley.
Ron Isley. That ain't the move, bro. That ain't the move. But nobody told him. You can't tell dudes like that nothing. You can't tell him nothing.
I'm pretty sure his hairdresser was like, "Are you sure that you want to go with this, Mr. Isley?"
Like, I bet that she was like, Ron, you sure you want to go with jet black? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Come on, Ron Isley. I mean, how about you go with your natural color and just get a haircut?
I guarantee she asked him more than once too. Like, are you sure? Are you sure this is what you want? This right here.
Right.
Midnight black.
Right. I bet you she was like, "Sir, are you certain?" You know what I'm saying? Are you absolutely certain?
You do know that you'll be on national TV, right?
Right.
With this.
Right. Right.
They don't got black and white cameras anymore, Mr. Isley. This is HD. This is different than what it was in 1955.
Right. And so right. And so no lie, like back in the day when cats like Jackie Wilson, Sam Cooke was doing anything, that was like a little bit that was a little bit before me. But they used to still play like them records or whatever. That was like 10 years before me, right? Before I knew what music was. These dudes used to have black hair, but they used to have like these hairstyles, right? And you couldn't tell that they had what color. But Ron Osley, bro, and Ron Osley, everybody got a high def TV in their living room. Ron Osley, everybody got high def television, bro. Come on, you can legit get away with some stuff back then, but now you can't get away with nothing.
And who is the guy, the lead singer of Earth, Wind and Fire? I can never think of his name.
Philip Bailey.
His hair.
It used to be Maurice White, but Maurice White passed away.
His hair looks the same. I've never seen a man with that silky smooth hair before.
No, you talking about Vernice White. That's Maurice White's brother. Talking about with the perm.
Yes.
Bro, that's like 40 years. That's extensions, bro. I'm telling you, that's extensions.
Are you saying that's 40 years of perm?
Yes. Yes, bro. I'm telling you. Bro, I'm telling you. You ain't never yet, bro. I'm telling you. Hey, Chris Chang, your girl hair ain't never been that straight. My girl hair ain't never been that straight. My mom hair ain't never been that straight. You know what I'm saying? You like, come on, bro. He was in a beauty parlor like 7 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? He was in there straight too. I mean, yo, it's crazy. That was crazy.
40 years.
Yes.
I didn't think you could get perms that much.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, you talk about Vernice White. That's Maurice White brother. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So, I mean, a man his age shouldn't have hair that silky smooth.
Right.
Soul Glow couldn't even produce hair that smooth.
No, not at all.
And they main line was hair so silky smooth. Yeah. Literally, that was a slogan.
Yes, yeah. And listen, I'm not hating on these cats, man. I'm just saying keep it a buck though. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it real. You know? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, yo, I say, man, keep it a buck, bro. You really, you straight up, you out here with you know what I'm saying? Your hair is silky smooth like that. You 70 years old, it's jet black. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I tell a young cat?
I don't know. I mean, what can you say?
Yeah. AK Sour Guy said he got the Jermaine Jackson look. Yes, bro. Jermaine Jackson, you too. Let it go, bro. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Not like this, not a texturizer. How you gonna say that's not a texturizer when you dripping, bro? How you gonna say that's not a texturizer when you dripping? You know what I'm saying? You like, nah, this is all natural. Wait a minute. So when I saw you back then in the Jackson 5 picture, you had a fro, and now you got a texturizer, and you saying the texturizer is real. So was the fro fake back then, or is the texturizer real right now? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think they know.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Fashion is crazy, bro. You can't tell. You can't talk to kids today about fashion when fashion back then.
You was breaking up, Uncle Ray.
Yeah, that was me burping, bro. I just had a Coke. I think that was me burping. Let me see. No.
And what did you say? Because no one, I don't think, heard that last part you said about fashion.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. You can't criticize people's fashion, man. You know what I'm saying? And You can't criticize people's fashion now and then do weird fashion from back then. So anyway, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah. I guess we're gonna wrap it up and leave it with New Edition's greatness.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say a few things before we get out of here, man.
That
So
New
for
Edition
one,
is so great that they don't even have anybody they can go up against in a versus battle. You are right.
I don't know, bro. I
Because
don't.
they would eat their competition alive. I can't think of another group that they can go up against. Maybe Boys to Men, but Boys to Men don't really have any like up tempo anything.
Yeah. Nah, they can't. New Edition is overrated. I did want to say something on a Knicks note though. I feel like this might be the beginning of something so super special that it'll be unlike anything we've seen within the last 20 or 30 years. I think this season right here, the Big 15, the Gritty Committee, I think we legit are about to see something special. I think there's a pathway for us to get to the NBA Finals. I'm not guaranteeing nothing, but I could see a pathway for the Knicks to get to the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just saying that in this situation, when things fall right, if things fall right, we can take advantage of it and get there. In previous years, um, um, when things when we got fortuitous bounces, we were not able to take advantage of it because the organization and the team wasn't in the right place to take advantage. But now I think we're in a place where if some things happen that are fortuitous for us, we get some lucky breaks, we can take advantage of it, man, and go all the way. Yep, that is it. Hey y'all, hey, so I'm gonna piece him up too, man. I'm gonna get out of here before Hitty Cav try to corner me about Iron Man being a hero, which he's not. Iron Man is a sucker. Tony Stark is legit very overrated and almost destroyed the Marvel Cinematic Universe by himself.
He actually saved the Marvel Cinematic Universe by himself.
Yeah, so you wanna say something, man? You wanna piece him up before we get out of here?
The last thing I'll say is the closest group would be Jodeci. And New Edition would smoke Jodeci.
Jodeci? What are we even talking about? Really?
New Edition would smoke Jodeci.
All right, y'all. All right, chat, man. Everybody, we'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Yo, man. Yo, we love these Knicks, man. Hey, live free, die hard Knicks fans. I'll holler.